Hey everyone, and welcome to Oracle of Delphi. Welcome back if you are a regular or you've been here before, and welcome if you are new. This is a very, very last minute live. I did not know I was doing it until I did the thumbnail later on today. I did a video earlier, and as you know, I was going to take the night off from my usually current event show. And then I got a text from my soul sister, TraderGirlQ, and so she said she's got some great news, some encouraging, inspiring, and uplifting news. And I can tell by reading the comments and doing readings on you, we all need this. We all need this. All right. Thank you, Tammy C, for being here. Sending love. Thank you, Tammy C. So we all need some encouragement. And so Trader Girl texted me earlier today, and so we're doing this show. I have a few announcements. She's backstage, ready to go. Supergirl herself with the mind of a quantum computer. Just have a few announcements before we go. As you know, folks, or if you don't know, I'm having a flash sale. So underneath in the description of this video is TraderGirlQ's Linktree. If you want to get in touch with her, if you want to send her some love, if you want to follow her anywhere or whatever, in the description of the show is all her contact information is TraderGirlQ's Linktree. Okay. Also, I am having a weekend flash sale, okay? Because a lot of people are bummed out I'm not doing my psychic lives for personal questions anymore. But I always do flash sales for you guys because I know everyone's struggling. So until Monday, my 30-minute reading, which is my most popular reading, is $15 off. It's usually $75. It's $15 off. And yeah, so if you want to get a reading with me, Lady D. Unfortunately, I can't do international readings. I tried to do WhatsApp. WhatsApp does not work with my Google second line. I've tried everything. So it's not that I don't love you because I have a lot of international viewers, clients. I love you all. It's just that my phone plan doesn't go internationally. I tried to do WhatsApp with my second line. I've tried everything. It's just not working. So I can't do that right now. So anyway, but you can get email readings. All right. We have all kinds of readings. You just go to my shop section. All right. Here's my home section where everyone sends me loves and tips or whatever. If you want to do that, don't have to. And by the way, folks, I did a video earlier and I was just giving it to you straight. I didn't, I didn't want people to feel bad for me and you guys sent me donations. You didn't have to do that. That was awfully sweet. Very, very sweet. But that was not my intent. My intent was just to let you know that you're not alone and you're not failing and there's nothing wrong with you. And we're in this together. That's all. Because I know a lot of people feel like kind of shitty right now. So, but thank you so much. Thank you so much. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate that. All right. So anyways, if you want to get a 30-minute reading with me, you don't have to, get the reading right away, but you have to purchase it before Sunday, okay? Because it ends on, Monday. So it's tomorrow night by midnight, Monday. In the link in the description of this video is that, as well as my Buy Me a Coffee, everything, Trader Girl, yada, 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 my Sorona, which is my skin products that I use for my face. All right, I have my list here. You can take the girl out of the office or the business world, but you can't take it out of her. You know what I mean? I always will be an executive assistant. All right. If you want to ask TraderGirlQ a question, we are accepting super chats. Any super chat. It can be $1. We don't care. The reason why we're doing this is because A, we all have to make a living and every little bit counts. Okay. Bills are expensive. And, I pay for the stream and everything for those people that, want to go, hey, whatever. Nothing's free. So if you want to ask TraderGirlQ a question, we're accepting super chats. And because it's so much easier to bring it up, because what happens is that after we're on for a while, especially a big wig and someone who draws in a crowd like Trader Girl, the way it is that the chat goes fast. All right. All right. So even if it's just $1, it just makes it a lot easier for me to see the questions, because sometimes I don't see the questions. If you don't have to, you can still put it in the chat. You don't want to, that's fine. Okay. All right. And cheers and slancha. This is ice water, folks. I don't drink. All right. Now, before we get into nitty gritty, Trader Girl says she's got some epic news and we're going to be very excited. And so I did a tarot read. Okay. Very blind. Okay. I really wanted to say, oh, no, tell me before the show, but no, I have to be patient. All right. So what I did is I did a tarot read and I said, is what TraderGirlQ said, what she's going to reveal, is it true? And anything else that will bring clarity and understanding to this question. Okay. And I'm going to share my screen and go over the spread with you. And this is epic. Okay. Now, I don't know what Trader Girl is going to say tonight. She's backstage watching. Here we go. So I did a Kachina knife. Ace of Pentacles right here. Let me see if I can. I don't know if I can bring it closer. Oh, I can. All right. Right up here. Well, you can't really. Let me see. Ace of Pentacles right up here. That's tangible, physical, yes, but it's in the past. And what I got, because what I got from God when I was doing this reading, because I asked God and Yeshua, was it is written. I got it is written. Okay. And everything is put in place. Everything is ready to go. It's showtime. And it's in the past. In other words, you can't stop. You know what? I have to be careful what I say because there's trigger words and we still have the YouTube, boob tube, scroob tube police. But you can't stop what, you know what I mean. It's a coming, that train, ascension train. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. And so this is tangible, physical, yes. And it means that everything's put into place. And it is written. That's what God told me in the recent past. Right here in the middle, look at that, the judgment. The judgment card is huge, wide awakening. Judgment is exposures, disclosures. This is it. It's a spiritual awakening, huge spiritual breakthrough, precipice of change. But it's not necessarily always a good change. It could be a bad change too. Because if it is a spiritual awakening, it's also a wide awakening. It can be a rude awakening for some people. It can be a rude awakening. Okay. Now I asked about Trader Girl. I said, is Trader Girl, what's she's saying? Is she on point? Is she on track? Is it true? Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is Trader Girl. This is somebody, truth, integrity, passion. All right. Also very spiritual, passionate, truth, integrity, honor, sensitive, empathic. 3 of Cups. This is the card of gathering and celebration. So it looks like when you put this together, folks, what Trader Girl said looks like it's already been written. All right. It's already been done. Kind of reminds you of some biblical passages, right? All right. This is us in the middle here. The judgment card is all about precipice on huge change, wide awakening, spiritual awakening. The wake up call. Okay. Huge change. This is Trader Girl. Truth, integrity, passion, celebration. Okay. In the near future, 10 of Pentacles. As we know, 10 of Pentacles. 10 is completion. Pentacles is physical completion. This means that what is going to be revealed soon is family legacy. It means that it's going to be passed down from generation and generation, and physical, tangible, security, wealth. This is us, humanity, plentiful, not wanting anything at all. This is money, health, wealth, happiness. And to the left, we have the World card. The World card is the quintessential. We are going into the next phase. Okay. The World card is all about, we have gone as far as we can go in this phase. And now we're leaving the past behind us. We're leaving our old selves behind us. We're leveling up, baby. The past is behind, and it's integrating, stepping up, leveling up. And it is successful completion with success, vigor, and triumph. To the right, okay, over here, it's the Wheel of Fortune. Sudden, overnight, drastic change. Rags to riches. Overnight fortune. Winning the lottery. You know, being going to poverty to being rich and famous. Overnight success. Now, when I was shuffling, what fell out was the Four Cups right over here. Sorry, this is the best I can do. I try to get everything in the frame. The Four Cups is here we are now. We're weary. We're tired. We're over it. If you can kind of see it, let me see. If you see, you can see her over here. She's weary. She's tired. She's over it. She's apathetic. She's done. And I get it. We're all ready for this. The light warriors, whatever you call you, a chosen one, star seed, light warrior of God, children of God, whatever. We are on the precipice, but we're tired. We're weary. We need change. But folks, I don't know what Trader Girl is going to say tonight or what she's going to reveal. But according to these cards, it is pretty fucking epic. And it looks like she's right on point. And she knows her shit, and she comes from truth and integrity. All right? So I'm going to bring her on right now, and I'll be very curious to see what she says about this spread. And without further ado, it's not a bird, it's not a plane, it's Trader Girl. Hold on, let me stop sharing.
Hey, Lady D. Hey, everybody in the audience. Thanks for the warm welcome. We just did a show last week, so it's very unlikely to do another one so soon, but I was just feeling it. So I had to message you today because I came across something that was so big and so epic and just pulled everything together, and I had to share it with somebody.
Oh, come on. Absolutely. I'm so excited. Hey, listen, I wasn't going to do a show. And, I would have had all these questions to do in a Saturday Night Live. So it was divinely guided. It was meant to be because I would have done a Saturday Night Live show and people would have bought questions. So I wouldn't have been able to do it. So it was meant to be, Soul Sister. So I love it. There's no
That
such thing as coincidence.
that tarot read was fire. Everything that you were just saying, I was behind the screen saying, "Yep, we're talking about that tonight. Yep, we're talking about that tonight." Like literally,
I
you just
love
nailed
it.
it all. That Ace of Pentacles card, can you share it? I want to see it closer. I tried looking it up and I couldn't find one that looked like that.
All right, hold on a second. Let me I'll share my screen again. And I can Ace, let me see if I can get it a little closer. Can you see it, or is the top of the screen?
It's taken off, so I can't see it. It looks,
Can you
the
see it
reason I'm
now?
asking is it looks like the yellow brick road from
It
here.
does. I was just thinking that right as you said it. You literally took the words right out of my mouth.
And I'm trying to see what it is leading up to specifically.
It's just one big Ace of Pentacle, actually.
It looks like the sun almost. It looks like a giant
Yeah,
sun from here.
yeah, because it's like a garden. It's all roses. Can you kind of see
Ah,
it? Yeah.
okay. I was just curious. We're definitely going to be touching on everything that you just talked about in these cards, so that's just amazing. Did you
Oh, psych.
so the last time that we did the show, I told everybody that I had just released an album all about the awakening. And so it's all the songs are produced and written by me about the Great Awakening and about the journey that we went through together. And a lot of people asked where they could find the music and they wanted to hear it. So I gave Lady D one of the songs so that we can pump up the audience with one of the songs about the Great Solar Flash, which we are at the precipice of this weekend, I think. So let's pump up the audience with that song and then we'll get right into the decodes.
All right, here we go, folks. Special treat.
So I hope you like it. I wrote the whole thing about the great solar flash, and hopefully that gets you pumped up. Our DNA is about to ignite, and it is time. So it came across a little grainy because this was last minute. I just threw this in here, but it is on Spotify, and it's not grainy. So you can go to Spotify, Amazon, Apple, Pandora, any of those channels, YouTube, and you can find all of the music available for you. And you can just Shazam it if you want to find it.
I love it. And all the links are in your link tree, right? Which is below.
Yep, all the
Okay.
links are in the link tree too. Yep.
Oh, I love that song. I want to sing one of your songs you write. That was amazing. I love it. I love hard rock. I loved everything. That was freaking amazing. I really, and people in the chat loved it. You are
So
multi-talented, girlfriend.
So I've been writing a lot through this journey. So to turn it into music is just amazing because it's another way to reach my audience. There's not a single song on that album that isn't fire and designed to get you pumped up. But instead of your typical Christian rock, this one's trying to pull strength from the inside, from who you are when we're going through this battle and being exhausted. And this tribulation has been hard, right? And so it's
Yeah.
trying to get us through that finish line to pull what's left within and just get through the finish line. So I hope you like it.
It's fucking awesome. I like it. I love it. It was amazing. And I say, yes, great. Yes. We need to do a song together because I'm a singer and wow.
That would be
That
awesome.
song is freaking amazing. I loved it. It had the
I'm
passion
totally down.
and yeah, I'm a rocker girl, all right? I grew up in the 70s and 80s. I love my fucking rock and roll.
So the label is Evolution X, if you can believe it
I
or not. I
love
swear
it.
everything just follows me. It's ridiculous. And of course the first song off of the album is Evolution. So
Oh, I love it.
if you read my posts and you listen to what I have to say, then you'll know that I wrote those songs and that I'm in those songs because literally it's everything I'm telling you from a completely different lens. So I hope you like it. That being
Oh,
said,
you're getting such big. Look at in the chat. This is my soul sister, Kate. I love her. She's so good to me. She's a godsend to me, an angel. She says the music is epic. I agree. Everyone loves it. It's freaking amazing. Everyone's loving you in the chat,
the
and
chat is
everyone loved it.
phenomenal tonight, and we haven't even gotten started yet. So that's the crazy thing. Wait until we start dropping bombs in here. Then it's really going to be epic. But before we start dropping bombs, I did want to say, because I know everybody follows me because I dive deep into Ascension, and I'm the only account that's really talking about Ascension in the way that I do. Because the reason why is because once I found about Ascension, it brought me out of that dark hole, and that's what I needed. And once it brought me out of that dark hole, I wanted to shine that light for everybody else. So it could provide some light through the storm, to provide some clarity in the chaos, and to give you hope that there is something much better about to happen. And that, we're not always going to be suffering the way that we are suffering right now. I know it's so hard for all of you, it's so hard for all of us. And we're just trying to get to the finish line, right? So that's why I focus so hard on Ascension. And I received my own miracle this week that I wanted to share with you because it just shows that we are so close to Ascension, and it made me bawl my eyes out. My daughter, for some of you that know that have been following me, my daughter is very, very ill. We haven't identified what she has yet, but she is 3.5 years old and she can't walk, she can't talk. We weren't even sure if she was coherent because she couldn't give us any signs to show that she was even coherent. And we took her to a number of doctors, and none of them could give her a full diagnosis. They said, as she gets a little bit older, we'll figure it out, but it seems like muscle dystrophy or cerebral palsy. We don't think she'll ever walk, so to speak. And this week, for the first time, my daughter walked after years of praying and hoping that Ascension would save my daughter. My daughter walked for the very first time this week, and it lit up my life. She started playing basketball with her brother, and she's standing at the hoop, not moving like she usually does. And she decided to get daring and took her first steps. And I just wanted to share that with you, because if my daughter can heal, so can all of you. And I think we are literally there. So
That is amazing. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. But before, that totally coincides what I've been getting and all my friends, which is Kate in the chat, and my friend Annette over that will be watching it because it's too late there in the UK, is that the Earth's vibration, every week we're getting an energetic upgrade and also a corresponding timeline jump. And I've been getting that our DNA is being activated and we're slowly being healed. So it doesn't have to be like all at once. It could be slow things like your daughter's starting to walk. And so these are slow things that are meaning that we're starting to heal and we're there at the precipice. Do you agree, Trader Girl?
Absolutely, 100%. See, that's the thing. They can't overwhelm our bodies. They need to do it little by little, because if they overwhelm our bodies, they can shut down. So they've been slowly increasing the Schumann resonance and the frequencies so that we can start to take on this healing at the same time while reducing the radiation. So we are there. And I think we are going to see the grand finale this week, and I'm about to explain why. So for anybody that doesn't follow the other two shows that we did and doesn't follow my posts, and this is new to you, I'm going to try and start a little bit to give you some basic info before we dive too deep down the rabbit hole. But
Okay.
I don't want to cover too much, because if we do, this will be a 10-hour show. So that being said, let's get into it. I mean, this weekend in my mind has to be the weekend that we have been waiting for, and the numbers are just, they're right on. And there's a big number that I can't wait to share at the end. I can't share it now, but there's a big number that I'm about to share that means that it has to be this weekend. If it's not this weekend, I'm going to be just as disappointed as you. But we're starting off with the FIFA Cup, right? Or the FIFA Cup, however you pronounce it. The FIFA Cup this weekend will make the Super Bowl look like a puppy show. The fun will begin directly after. So 8 years ago, Trump and Putin shared the soccer ball back and forth. Remember that? Ready for the nuclear football? What do you call soccer? What's the other name? Football, right?
Football. Yeah.
Get ready for the nuclear football. So it's going to be bricks versus us, right? How do you build a wall? With bricks, right? So they told us the final battle. They told us this has been set up, this has been staged since the beginning, and they've been laying the groundwork for the grand finale. So the World Cup is Argentina versus Spain. And this just shows you that it is 100% rigged by design for entertainment, and it is not random. Okay? Because Spain, you're laughing already. Spain,
I'm in awe.
Spain's international code is 34. So prepare for the emergency broadcast message and a temporary state of martial law. Okay? Spain equals the EBS. Get ready to make the Super Bowl look like a puppy show. Cortez founded the gold in New Spain. New Spain is California. They created the Golden Gate Bridge to symbolize the fact that we have the gold. They have the gold, right? Not us, but they have the gold, because the Aztec gold was literally under their feet. It was in California where Cortez founded the gold, which is why the California-Mexico Strait used to be the Strait of Cortez. So they told us that Cortez founded the gold in Spain. They neglected to say that it was New Spain and that California was New Spain. So when Q tells us that we have the gold, they weren't kidding. We have the Vatican gold, but we have the Aztec gold. So think of Johnny Depp, right? Pirates of the Caribbean, all about Aztec gold. We have the Aztec gold. So XRP moved their headquarters from Texas to San Francisco to confirm the fact that we have the gold, and gold will destroy Fed. So with that, Now, who's the other team? So we're going into the golden era, right? So it makes sense that it's connecting back to gold. Now, who's the other team? Argentina. Argentina is huge. So, Argentina, we have Pope Francis is from Argentina, right? Before he died, Pope Francis is from Argentina. Now, what do you do when you see the Pope? You kiss the ring. Now, who else do you kiss the ring for? The head of the mafia. So when Pope Francis died, they just told you. Now, who does Durham go after? Right? It's full circle. Who does Giuliani go after? We're about to take out the mafia, and they symbolized it when the Pope died. So Pope Francis is from Argentina. Now, Millie, President Millie, everybody believes to be Robin Williams, right? Robin Williams has the Robin Williams Rainbow Bridge in San Francisco. We're about to unlock the Rainbow Bridge. There's no coincidences. So Robin Williams committed suicide. Welcome to Suicide Weekend. His suicide, August 11th, was the day after the suicide of Jeffrey Epstein, August 10th, marking Suicide Weekend, August 10th and August 11th. When does Suicide Weekend happen? 11 years and 11 months after the suicide of Robin Williams, which is now. 11:11 America will be unified again after the comet causes the rapture. Buckle up for the vanishings. It is Suicide Weekend. This is it. And this isn't why Argentina is huge. This is just laying the groundwork, mind you. But Robin Williams was born on August 11th. August 11th, and I told you he's got the Robin Williams Rainbow Bridge. August 11th is the 223rd day of the year, and it's also the birthday of Christian Hemsworth. Christian Hemsworth plays Thor. Thor has the Rainbow Bifrost Bridge. So the two are connected through the Rainbow Bridge to Asgard, and the Robin Williams Rainbow Bridge of San Francisco, which is right over the San Francisco Golden Gate Bridge. There's no coincidences. So get ready to unlock the Rainbow Bridge 11 years and 11 months after the suicide of Robin Williams. Confirmed because Robin Williams played Mork in Mork and Mindy, an alien with rainbow suspenders. Remember that? So
Yeah.
so Mork and Mindy, M&M. M&Ms are Mars candy. The Golden Gate Bridge is the gateway to Mars. We are about to leave Mars by doing the Iron Man because the Roman god of war and god of sacrifice was Mars, and they believed in Mars worship before they believed in Satanism, before Anton LaVey discovered the Church of Satan. So get ready to leave Mars by doing the Iron Man after they unlock the Rainbow Bridge. We can confirm because what is tomorrow, July 19th? And what's July 19th? The death of Gary Marshall, who created Mork and Mindy. Happy days ahead. We're going to rock around the clock tonight, which was sung by Bill Haley and his Comets. And Bill Haley died on February 9th, which was the birthday of Tom Hiddleston, Thor's brother, Loki, the god of mischief. Get ready to unlock the rainbow bridge between God and man. The return of God comes now after an illusion. This is it. February 9th was also the birthday of Joe Pesci. So did Kevin set his alarm for Christmas morning? Because it is time. And who died yesterday? Brenda Fricker, the pigeon lady from Home Alone.
Oh yeah. I remember her.
Yeah. So
Oh
she
wow.
so she also starred in Angels in the Outfield, and her birthday is February 17th. Genesis 7:11, the flood began the second month, the 17th day. Get ready for the flood. It's a flood warning. So we're about to see the flood of vanishings because Epstein's suicide was the birthday of Herbert Hoover. Prepare for the flood. They're all going to vanish exit however the narrative is going to exit them, because it is suicide weekend. And they want to exit them as quick as possible because they are about to destroy Operation Mockingbird and their characters are no longer going to be needed. So it is time. We are here. And this is the small piece of the puzzle. This isn't even the best part, but this is laying the groundwork. But
Wow, my reading is already, you're already confirming my reading. Just okay, you're saying that everything has been done behind the scenes and now it's like this is the stage of the movie that with the reveal. This coincides, I have to just show you. Look it. Hold on. I'm sorry. I just have to do this because it's crazy. You guys, look at that.
I'm not seeing anything.
Okay. This means this is in the recent past. In other words, when I said it is written, in other words, it's done. So it just confirms I did this. See what I mean? It's confirming it. It is done. This is in the past. And I said this means it is written. Everything's done. And you just said it's done. Okay, sorry.
And that's why I asked you if that was the yellow brick road on that card, because we're about to unlock the rainbow bridge between God and man. Get ready to unlock the rainbow bridge, and somewhere over the rainbow bluebirds fly. If bluebirds fly, why can't I? It is time to evolve into the flying monkeys and fly over the rainbow. Right? So the bluebird was Twitter, which is now X. 44 months after Elon bought Twitter, it is time to release our X chromosome. So Judy Garland's death, her death, June 22nd, was the birthday of Dianne Feinstein. Evil. Dianne Feinstein's death was September 29th, 2023. 33 months ago. Let the enlightenment begin. Her birthday, Judy Garland's death, connecting through the Rainbow Bridge and Alcatraz is going to, and the Golden Gate Bridge is going to expose the Yellow Brick Road, because they shut down Alcatraz so that they could utilize the tunnels underneath Alcatraz as their own secret import export off of the West Coast to avoid any security checks and scrutiny. So they are about to expose the Yellow Brick Road. When the Golden Gate Bridge goes down, it's going to expose the trafficking and the children and everything that's hidden under those tunnels that they built from Alcatraz to the Presidio. And then you take the Golden Gate Bridge all the way up north, following the actually titled Yellow Brick Road in California, and it takes you to Bohemian Grove. So follow the Yellow Brick Road right to Bohemian Grove. Multiple meanings do exist. So think of how poetic that is, considering Dianne Feinstein's birthday is the death of Judy Garland. And Judy Garland sang the song San Francisco. There's Brooklyn Bridge and London Bridge and the Bridge of San Luis Rey, but the only bridge that's a gone bridge is the bridge beyond the bay. So they told us everything. And on Dianne Feinstein's birthday, the death of Judy Garland, we had the death of Clive Davis. Clive Davis, president of Colombia. Colombia, hold on, need a drink.
It's okay. You're allowed to breathe and take a you're allowed.
It always happens on your show. I get a frog in my throat because I talk so much.
On 1 second. They're not going to. No, the Golden Gate Bridge is an illusion, honey. Can you see that, Trader Girl?
Yep, it's an illusion. You don't have to worry about driving across it or anything. It should be an illusion.
Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
It stands to expose the truth about the Satanism. It exposes it's the catalyst that causes our DNA to unlock, and it represents us going into the golden era. So that's why it's one of the marks. But that being said, so Clive Davis, the president of Colombia at one point, Columbia is the CIA. So Columbia Pictures, Columbia Records, District of Columbia. One makes the policies, one influences the policies. And they control us with Operation Mockingbird, designed by the CIA in the Matrix. So everything that we're watching on TV, everything that we are reading in the news, seeing on the news, it's all designed by Operation Mockingbird. So they are literally creating stories, distractions, and ways to divide the population and ways to entertain the population in the matrix. So give them bread and circuses and they won't revolt. Well, as long as you have entertainment, you're distracted. So you're working 40 hours a week and you're watching entertainment and you're not revolting against the people that are keeping you enslaved into the government. And they do it all with Operation Mockingbird. So Clive Davis was the president at one point of Columbia Records. And so he's top of the food chain of the CIA. So his death represented the fall of the CIA was incoming. They were letting you know that we were close because it happened exactly 88 days from September 18th, the birthday of the CIA. It's time to go 88 miles per hour into destroying the CIA, which will be confirmed when it happens with the destruction of the Statue of Liberty, because she is Lady Columbia. So she represents our slavery to the CIA. That's why she has the shackle on her ankle, representing our slavery to Columbia. And she's designed in the image of Lucifer because they all worship Satan and Lucifer. So her destruction represents our freedom. There's no coincidences. So today, July 18th, is exactly 71 days from the birthday of Harry S. Truman, who created the CIA and died at the age of 88. His birthday, May 8th, was the release of Deep Impact about the comet. It was the release of The Simpsons episode, Thank God It's Doomsday, all about the rapture. It was the Ascension cyber outage of 2024. It was the day that Elon went on SNL and pumped up Doge. And it was the day that Trump released the first batch of UFO files. Get ready for the comet to cause the rapture that ends the Truman Show and ascends the world. It is time to destroy Operation Mockingbird with a snap. So prepare to destroy the Truman Show. And Harry S. Truman died on December 26th, which was the same day Elon Musk posted that Mars will be called the New World, just like America was in the past, confirming that Mars and America are one and the same. We live on Mars, the slave planet, and we are about to leave Mars by doing the Iron Man. We're not going to Mars. We are slaves on Mars, the slave planet, the Roman god of war and god of sacrifice. We live in a state of perpetual war and sacrifice. So they're symbolizing it, right? So it was the same day that Elon Musk posted himself flying in Butler. So when do we fly? At the end of the Truman Show. When's the end of the Truman Show? 71 days after the birthday of Harry S. Truman, July 18th, 2026. Exactly 8 years and 8 months after Q Drop 1. This is the end. 8 years, 8 months after Q Drop 1, which is the same day as the birthday of the Statue of Liberty. Ready to go 88 miles per hour into destroying Lady Columbia, representing the fall of the CIA? Her birthday, Q's birthday, is the death of Jerry Lee Lewis. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. So again, confirming the fireball comet comes for the Statue of Liberty. And it was the death of Matthew Perry. Friends equals end. He evolved into Matman just before his death. His last tweet was, favorite movies are Back to the Future, Midnight Run, I'm Matman. It's time to go 88 miles per hour into evolution at midnight because the doomsday clock is set to 89 seconds to midnight. And his death was 32 months and 20 days from today. Genesis 3:22. The man has learned the difference between good and evil. He can now become like one of us, a God, eat and drink from the tree of life. So we are at the precipice of the alien invasion, and we are the aliens. So we're not going to have little green men showing up at our doorstep. We are the aliens. We have definitive bloodlines within our DNA that are about to expose themselves. So, bloodlines of the gods specifically shown us that gods, aliens, and superheroes, they're all the same thing. It's just that different cultures created different names for those that had more power than the average person. Not to be confused with the creator. Not to be confused with the creator, but gods, aliens, and superheroes, different cultures created different names. So we are at the precipice of evolution or the alien invasion. We are about to enter into God's kingdom. This is it. Go ahead, I'll breathe.
Okay. So much to unpack here. Okay. The fact is, like, if it doesn't happen this weekend, folks, please don't get like all upset and be like, it's never going to happen. We have, okay, Trader Girl is very, she's a very concrete, we would text it back and forth. We're very concrete, proof driven. So if big change doesn't happen this weekend, at the very least, what she's saying, we're on the precipice. Look at everything. This, it's not a coincidence that all of this is lining up. We are here, folks, and I'm just amazed. So I'm just gonna I'm trying to compute. I'm trying to read the chat and concentrate. Of course, I'm going to have to watch this about 18 times.
No worries. So that's the basic precipice of the idea of the alien invasion and our evolution. Cutting it short, trying to give you the basic info to understand. So Nikola Tesla just turned 170 years old on July 10th, a week ahead of schedule. His 170th birthday is also the anniversary of the Roswell incident. Why? Because quantum energy turns man into Superman. The bridge between Elon Reeve Musk and Christopher Reeve is Tesla, because quantum energy turns man into Superman. When? Exactly 23 years and 17 days after the founding of the company, Tesla. When is that? That's tonight.
Holy shit.
And
Holy
yeah,
shit.
and I got to do more proof than that, because I like to have as much proof as possible to know if something's going to happen.
Yep.
So
Your numbers, girl. You're tangible. You're facts.
yep,
It's the
I
reason
need to
why
have
she's Trader
evidence.
Girl. Trader Girl's because she used to trade. So she knows about numbers and she knows about physical. She's not just a woo-woo chick.
I still trade. I trade every single day. But no, okay, so Tesla, the company, was founded July 1st, 2003. Why was it founded July 1st, 2003? Because 17 equals Q, July 1st equals 17, 17 equals Q, which equals quantum, and 23 equals evolution or ascension. So together you get quantum evolution. So Tesla told you right there when it was founded that they were part of quantum evolution. And Elon Musk confirms it with his middle name, which is Reeve. So, of course, quantum evolution happens 23 years and 17 days after the founding of the company Tesla. Think mirror, not the start, but the finish. So, 23 years, 17 days later, welcome to quantum evolution. And we can confirm with Nikola Tesla because his death was January 7th, and January 7th was the ice shooting of Renee Good. Renee means to be born again good. ICE goes after illegal aliens. So it's a multiple meaning for the alien invasion. To be born again good. The ICE shooting was on January 7th, connecting aliens again to Nikola Tesla, whose birthday is the anniversary of the Roswell incident. So together they were confirming we're at the precipice of the alien invasion. So the alien invasion when? July 18th at midnight, because the doomsday clock is set to 89 seconds to midnight. PST, not EST. So that's 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But so 23 years, 17 days after the founding of Tesla. So aliens, right? Who's an alien? Who's the biggest alien that's tied to ascension? Superman, right? Because Superman put on the armor of God, the breastplate of righteousness, and the belt of truth. But he's an alien from Krypton. So they just
Yep.
told you with his character that aliens, gods, superheroes, they're all one and the same. They just told you right there with his character. So Superman, Superman 2025, where Superman was healed by the sun, directed by James Gunn, was released 1 year and 7 days from tonight. It is time to put on the armor of God, the breastplate of righteousness, and the belt of truth. A week to remember in the shape of a gun, and they marked this week to remember July 13th with the anniversary of Trump being shot in Butler, letting us know ascension is going to be biblical because the image of him being shot is the same image from Q's drop on September 17th, showing Trump biblically ascending during a meteor shower. September 17th, 2018. They continue, and the reason that happened that day was because it was the birthday of Patrick Stewart and the birthday of Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford is the star of Captain America Brave New World. Patrick Stewart ran the School of the Gifted as Professor X in X-Men. Get ready to release your X chromosome and welcome to a brave new world. To confirm it was a week to remember again, they had the death of Ivana Trump. July 14th, exactly 4 years and 4 days from today, and 44 equals the rapture. Get ready for the seventh trumpet into the new world. This is it. Then they confirmed that this was a week to remember a third time because you got to do it as many times as possible with the death of John F. Kennedy Jr. via plane crash, marking the week of the rapture, July 16th. Ivana Trump's book was The Best Is Yet to Come. And let me tell you, the best is yet to come.
I don't know how you put all of this together. Like this is like you. I don't. I don't know how you put this all together. It's like you solve like little puzzles and little mysteries. It's just like, but everything is mathematical. Everything is math. Everything is so precise. It's just I'm blown away, mind blown. Every time you come on, I'm mind blown, and everyone's mind blown.
Well, we're just getting the party started.
Oh my goodness gracious! Did you breathe and have a sip of water?
No, I should though. So,
No, he
so
did not actually die in a plane crash. He's very much
nope, he
alive.
didn't. He is
No, he's
alive.
alive.
He
Yeah.
was a marker. He was a marker for the day of the rapture. So his survival guide to the future, George Survival Guide to the Future, tells you right there that he did not die. And they told you the grand finale right there on the cover. The moon, be ready. Hello, George. When does it happen? In July, after Trump goes to Mount Rushmore. It specifically highlights Jimmy Carter, Carl Sagan, and Bill Gates. Get ready for nuclear evolution, and the floodgates are about to open. Carl Sagan researched extraterrestrial life. He told you everything on the cover of George Survival Guide to the Future. It's no wonder why that magazine is $3,000 because they literally gave you the floor plan to the end.
Wow. Was that the one that Cindy Crawford was dressed up as George Washington?
No, that one's got the futuristic female that kind of looks like the pinup girl. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, his death was faked, and it was a marker for the week of the rapture, which is today exactly, should be today exactly 77 months after the death of Kobe Bryant, who died via a helicopter crash. Welcome to the end of the world as we know it. That's great. It starts with an earthquake, birds, snakes, and airplanes. Last Saturday, when I came on the show, and I was so excited, was 550 days from the final countdown beginning, 4,400 days after the Mayan prophecy. Cues dropped. They thought it was coming last week, ammunition spent. Why did we think it was coming last week? Because it was the 170th birthday of Nikola Tesla, anniversary of the Roswell incident. So they thought it was coming last week, ammunition spent. It comes this week. So 550 days from the Mayan prophecy. A week later, because they're a week behind schedule, watch California, watch New York. My fellow Americans, the storm is upon us. This is it. So Superman's name was Kal-El. El means God or deity. They told you right there with his name that even though he's an alien from Krypton, he is considered a god. And when Morgan Freeman, because Morgan Freeman starred in Bruce Almighty and Evan Almighty. So when Morgan Freeman gave Jim Carrey the gift of God, what did Jim Carrey get? Supernatural abilities. So they just told you right there again that it's the same thing. You get supernatural abilities. So June 1st was the birthday of Morgan Freeman, who was the star of Deep Impact. Deep Impact was released the same day as Harry S. Truman's birthday. So again, they keep telling you the comet is going to destroy the Truman Show, which they told you again with Bruce Almighty because he was the star of Bruce Almighty with Jim Carrey, who starred in the Truman Show. So the comet destroys the Truman Show and gives us supernatural abilities. They just keep telling you over and over and over again.
And didn't
So
Morgan Freeman play God too? He played God.
yeah, he played God in Bruce Almighty and Evan Almighty. Yep. So they keep telling you right there the comet is going to give the return of God and it's going to end the Truman Show. So they confirm Deep Impact is tied to the entire conspiracy of the comet because of the death of Robert Duvall. Robert Duvall died February 15th, which was the death of Charles Tiffany. It's time to return the diamonds. Get ready to end the Truman Show with a comet. He was the star of The Judge. Get ready for Judgment Day and Apocalypse Now. It is time to exit the apocalypse and enter into the golden era after the comet causes the rapture. So Tesla was founded July 1st, like I said, which is my son's birthday, which is just another source of irony. But July 1st was also the birthday of Princess Diana. Princess Diana is goddess Artemis, goddess of the hunt. That is the role she's playing. So the hunters become the hunted. How did they start this week off? With the death of Sam Neill, star of Hunt for Red October and Jurassic Park. Are you ready to hunt reptilians? They marked a week to remember. It happened on the anniversary of Trump being shot at in Butler. It's going to be biblical. The hunt is about to begin. So I did a post back in 2024 and 2025 specifically saying to watch out for the death of Sam Neill because they had already killed off James Earl Jones as well as Sean Connery.
He just
So
died. Sam Neill just died, what, yesterday?
July 13th, exactly. So they're literally marking a week to remember and telling us the hunt is about to begin. This is it. There's no coincidences. So we're getting ready for the seventh trumpet, as I keep saying, and Sam Neill's birthday is September 14th, the release of Mark and Mindy. Are you ready to unlock the Rainbow Bridge and go headfirst into the alien invasion? Happy days ahead on the anniversary of Gary Marshall's death, July 19th. It is time to enter into the multiverse of madness. Because again, Morgan Freeman's birthday, June 1st, was the birthday of three actors who portrayed God: Morgan Freeman in Bruce Almighty, Tom Holland as Spider Man, and Alanis Morissette in Dogma. Alanis Morissette was supposed to marry, at one point, she was going to marry Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds plays Deadpool and X-Men. Get ready to release your X chromosome. The Q drop with Deadpool on it has Deadpool eating popcorn at the movie theater. And it specifically captions comfy, previews are over. It's showtime. Get your popcorn ready, enjoy the show. It's time to release the X chromosome. 47 days after the birthday of Morgan Freeman, Alanis Morissette, and Tom Holland. Sorry, 48 days is tomorrow. 48 days after the birthday of Morgan Freeman, Alanis Morissette, and Tom Holland. It is time to enter into the multiverse of madness. And how do they mark that day? With the birthday of Benedict Cumberbatch. Doctor Strange, the multiverse of madness. They always tell you.
I wow. Wow. I'm still blown away that you said watch for the death of Sam Neill. Okay. Okay.
Mhm. Yep. I said Sam Neill and Alec Baldwin. Watch for the death of those two because that marks the hunt is beginning.
Oh, Alec Baldwin's an asshole. I don't wish anyone dead, but if he goes, so be it.
Well, that's just it. Alec Baldwin doesn't exist. Sam Neill doesn't exist. They are characters designed in Operation Mockingbird. So they are playing a role, and his role is to be the asshole that he is. It's 100% designed. So you
Wow.
can't arrest Alec Baldwin because Alec Baldwin doesn't exist. He's a character. You have to arrest the man that is playing Alec Baldwin. His storyline is completely created by Operation Mockingbird. So when a character dies in Operation Mockingbird, they're not dead. Their role is ended in this movie. Just like John F. Kennedy Jr. He's not dead, but his role was necessary to end in this movie. It was a marker for the rapture. Just like Ivana Trump. The best is yet to come. 4 years, 4 days later, prepare for the seventh trumpet into a new world. This is the end. And so now, since I said this is the end, we have James Franco.
My mind is just fucking blown.
And we're just going through the backstory so that we can get to the really good stuff that I haven't told you yet. It's funny, but it's like you got to lay the foundation for everything, right?
Oh my goodness gracious. All right, here we go. We have even all right, folks. So, get your notebooks ready.
So with that, we have, like I said, July 1st is the birthday of Princess Diana, goddess Artemis, goddess of the hunt. Hunters become the hunted. Now, she was married to, goddess Artemis was married to Lucifer, which makes perfect sense since Princess Diana is married to, or was married to King Charles, right? So that would make King Charles Lucifer in this whole thing because it's all symbology, right? So her brother, Princess Diana, Goddess Artemis' brother, or Goddess Diana, I should say, her brother is Apollo, god of the sun, healer of disease. Trump is playing Apollo and Diana is playing Artemis, which makes them brother and sister. Everybody thinks they're husband and wife, they're brother and sister. They represent us being healed by the sun and the hunt for reptilians beginning. The hunt is on, which explains why a few people that I know have the bloodline of both Donald Trump and Princess Diana because they've done those blood tests from 23andMe and Ancestry.com. If they were husband and wife, you wouldn't be attached to both of them in your bloodline. So it just goes to show how it's all connected. So, so July 1st is the birthday of Princess Diana. It's the founding of the company Tesla. It is the birthday of Hillary Burton, star of One Tree Hill, who drove the comet in the show All About the Comet. She's married to Jeffrey Dean Morgan, star of The Walking Dead, because the comet causes the rapture and then awakens the sleepers from the Matrix. So, of course, or exits the apocalypse into the golden era. Either way you want to say it, it's taken us to the same place. So, now you have Hillary Burton connected to the comet, the hunt beginning connected to Princess Diana, Tesla being founded, all on the same day. That day was the death of Marlon Brando. Marlon Brando played the Godfather. It's time for the return of God after the comet. It starred Robert Duvall, connecting us back to Deep Impact yet again. How many times can you make these same connections? Marlon Brando was the star of Apocalypse Now. Get ready to end the apocalypse with a comet, because his death was the birthday of Hilary Burton, star of One Tree Hill, about the comet. And he starred in Superman 1978, where the Golden Gate Bridge was destroyed. It is time for the Golden Gate Bridge and the Black Swan event on Golden Gate Bridge and Statue of Liberty, and then God will be returned. So Marlon Brando starred in A Streetcar Named Desire with Vivian Leigh. Vivian Leigh starred in Gone with the Wind, because on the great and terrible day of the Lord, the wicked will be gone with the wind, and the righteous will be healed and evolve into potentially super, depending on what's in your bloodline. So Vivian Leigh was born November 5th. November 5th. Remember the 5th of November. The birthday of Robert Patrick, who played the machine in Terminator. The birthday of Famke Jensen, who played the Phoenix in X-Men. So the CIA army of machines will be shut down on the great and terrible day of the Lord. They will be gone with the wind, and the Phoenix will rise from the ashes of doomsday. And on November 5th, Trump said, "My fellow Americans," in a tweet, and the White House reposted it, letting us know that he will be gone with the wind at the seventh trumpet on the day of the rapture. Because Superman, which he already told us he was on August 29th, Superman dies on doomsday and new gods will be born. But it's completely fake. He needs to exit the movie. He needs to exit the movie in order for everything to fall into place and him to remain impartial, so that when he returns, the arrests are made and he is impartial. So while he exits the movie, you're going to see the vanishings from the rapture. You're going to see the stock market crash and the biggest wealth transfer in history. You're going to see the arrests, the vanishings, the declass disclosure, all this stuff will start to happen while he's gone. And when he returns, he's impartial to it. He returns with the Lost Boys, everybody else that faked their death to be a part of this movie: Princess Diana, John F. Kennedy Jr., Michael Jackson, Paul Walker, Chester Bennington. The list is endless. He returns with the Lost Boys. And then it goes into disclosure about how they faked their deaths to expose the truth to the world, to give us back our power. So get ready for the balance of power, because July 1st, well, go ahead and then I'll continue. Go ahead.
No,
Sorry,
I'm just
I say that as you yawn.
holy. No, I had a cough, but I'm just like, holy shit. Holy shit. I'm just, we are, the way you are connecting the dots. Yeah, it's just, it's a talent. Like, you are doing God's work. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. That's all I have to say. I can't wait for it. Like, what do you think the people that they think, the regular normies, when JFK Jr. comes out and Michael Jackson, they're going to shit their pants. You know what I
Right?
mean? They are going to shit. And by the way, folks, this is real Bono, the evil, disgusting, decrepit thing that's hanging around with the elites. That's fake Bono. The real Bono went in witness protection. So hopefully all the disgusting clones and synthetics and those actors will be dropping dead soon. What do you say about that, Miss Trader Girl?
Absolutely. You're getting ready to see a
Real Bono.
mass. What the Q followers know as Suicide Weekend is the vanishings. And the narrative is going to label their mass exodus as whatever they want to label it, because it's their narrative. But literally, you're about to see a whole bunch of celebrities and politicians exit this movie. They're going to die off in whatever way they choose to kill them off, because we are at the end. This is the grand finale, and their role is no longer needed anymore. We are about to, the reason why they're supposed to vanish on the great and terrible day of the Lord is because they've been taken out so long ago that it is time for us to let it go, right? Let it go and embrace the fact that we have been healed. The wealth transfer is about to begin and we are going into a brave new world. Just let that baggage, let it fall right off your shoulders of everything we've been through over the past decade and just embrace our new lives. We are about to be the Grateful Dead because they are about to unlock heaven and we are about to die with a smile. So get ready to be the Grateful Dead because we're about to enter heaven alive. Heaven is a vibrational frequency that is about to unlock, and your DNA is about to get an upgrade. This is it, literally. So the
Hallelujah. I love it. I just love it.
so the FIFA World Cup with Spain. I didn't get to finish because I think I got sidetracked somewhere.
Okay, go for
But
it.
but but the FIFA World Cup with Spain. So Spain again means the EBS because their international code is 34. Argentina, the big bang, Argentina. Argentina again was the death of Pope Francis, or not the death, but he was born in Argentina, which represents the fall of Satan's kingdom and the fall of the mafia. It was also this that when Liam Payne jumped to his suicide in Argentina, marking Pain is Coming, buckle up for suicide weekend. He committed suicide October 16th, 2024, in Argentina, the same exact day the Department of War posted the Golden Gate Bridge. Pain is coming. Get ready to go into the golden era. Anybody that took part in Satanism is not going to get a free pass. This is the grand finale. It's time to go into the golden era. October 16th was chosen because it was the anniversary of the Cuba Missile Crisis. The grand finale will be nuclear because the doomsday clock was set to 85 seconds to midnight on the birthday of Patton Oswalt, who's connected to Comet Ping Pong. So the comet causes the rapture, our doomsday, and then they use nuclear uranium to try to go after the comet. So we have several options because they could also, like I said, how do you build a wall with bricks? We could have a nuclear grand finale because of BRICS versus the US too, because they've been building that narrative. We should be seeing everything everywhere all at once because the more false flag events that we have, the more normies you're going to wake up from the matrix, right? So
Mm-hmm.
October 16th was also not only the Cuban Missile Crisis, but it was the birthday of John Mayer, Waiting for the World to Change, who was partnered with Katy Perry. Expect fireworks. Time for your extraterrestrial DNA to unlock if you don't have bad blood now. Are you ready for the perfect storm? Because it's coming at you like a dark horse. And Dark Horse Comics created the Alien comics. So expect fireworks. It's time for the alien invasion. And she's dating Justin Trudeau, who's born on Christmas. So Merry Christmas. Celebrate this day in a special way. Everybody believes him to be the son of Fidel Castro. Get ready for the nuclear grand finale and your DNA upgrade. October 16th was the release of the TV show Smallville, where a meteor shower comes to Earth and ends up giving the townspeople supernatural abilities. This is what's about to happen. The comet is about to cause the rapture, and it's about to make us supernatural, right? So get ready for a supernatural upgrade because your DNA is about to unlock. It's time to put on the armor of God, the breastplate of righteousness, and the belt of truth, just like Superman, which is why Allison Mack was the star of Smallville. Allison Mack is on the drops for 5-5. Watch New York, watch California, find the bridge. Golden Gate Bridge goes down and man's DNA unlocks, revealing Superman, which is why Golden Gate Bridge was destroyed in Superman 1978. And Christopher Reeve was paralyzed on May 27th, the birthday of the Golden Gate Bridge. And Christopher Reeve died on October 10th, the birthday of Gavin Newsom, always connecting Superman back to the Golden Gate Bridge. And Superman 2025 was released 1 year and 7 days from tonight. It is time to put on the armor of God and go into the golden era. Are you ready for it?
Yeah, I'm ready for it. And I think everyone in the chat is ready for it. I think it's long overdue.
So here's where it gets really good. So October 16th is also the birthday of Barry Corbin. Barry Corbin played Coach Durham in One Tree Hill about the comet. So again, Hillary Burton of One Tree Hill was born July 1st and she drove the comet. Barry Corbin was born October 16th, the release of Smallville, and they both connect us back to the comet. So in One Tree Hill, number 23, which represents ascension, marries Haley because of Haley's comet, right? So Haley's comet triggers ascension. So the comet triggers ascension, and they have a kid who named Jamie who wears a Superman cape, and his best friend is number 44, and his name is Q. It's time for the comet to cause the rapture, to put on the armor of God, the breastplate of righteousness, the belt of truth. They told you everything in that show. So number 23 was played by James Lafferty, who was born July 25th. 8 months, 8 days from his on screen wife, Bethany Joy Lenz, April 2nd, which Trump labeled Liberation Day. April 2nd was 888 days after David Copperfield said he'd make the moon disappear. And April 2nd is 107 days from tonight. Are you ready?
Yeah, folks, are you ready? I'm ready. I've been ready. Let's get her done. I've been so ready. Everyone is so ready.
Get her done.
You know,
So,
I don't think people when Trump has been saying, central casting and everyone saying it's a movie. I don't think we've really understood. Like we go, yeah, okay, but people, but what we're seeing, but no, it's like we don't even understand how much a movie it is and how long it's been going on.
right? They don't understand that they're all characters, all of them. Every single celebrity is a character.
Wow.
Every single politician is a character. Everything they do is designed for you by the CIA. It's all 100% for you to watch as entertainment. Good entertainment and bad entertainment, it still keeps you distracted one way or another. They don't care. So so Argentina connecting us back to Liam Payne, Payne is coming. Argentina had the La Pampa comet on September 13th, 2025. The La Pampa fireball comet was seen over the skies in Argentina on September 13th. September 13 was the anniversary of Tupac's death. The shot heard around the world, one of the shots heard around the world. And it was the release of the TV show Supernatural. Get ready for a week to remember, the anniversary of Trump being shot in Butler. The week to remember has begun, and it's about to become supernatural after the comet causes the rapture. Confirmed by the birthday of Benedict Cumberbatch on July 19th, it's time to enter the multiverse of madness. The death of Gary Marshall, happy days ahead. It was the CrowdStrike outage, which was blackout necessary, and it is the birthday of the star of Supernatural. Get ready for it to become supernatural. So it's also, since it's the birthday of the star of Supernatural, I can't pronounce his name, so I'm not going to try to pretend. But his birthday tomorrow is 505 days from the birthday of his co-star, Jensen Ackles, the other co-star of Supernatural. 505 days. 5-5, watch New York, watch California, my fellow Americans, the storm is upon us. Jensen Ackles married Danielle Eccles or Danielle Harris, star of One Tree Hill, about the comet. Again, confirming that the comet makes it supernatural. Get ready for the change in electromagnetism caused by the comet. Jensen Ackles' birthday, and actually her birthday is 3 months and 30 days from today, confirming it's time for the comet. Because her birthday is 3 months and 30 days from today, and tomorrow is 3 months and 30 days from the birthday of Bruce Willis. Get ready for Armageddon. It is time to release more demigods after Armageddon. 8 months and 8 days after the birthday of Demi Moore, November 11th. The Aurora Borealis, green light. 11/11 America will be unified again, and 11 had telekinesis and Stranger Things. It's time to enter the upside down. This is it. So Jensen Ackles' birthday is March 1st, which is the birthday of Tim Daly, star of The Year of the Comet. Again, confirming with his birthday that the comet makes it supernatural. Tim Daly is the husband of Tia Leone, star of Deep Impact, about the comet. Tia Leone was married to David Duchovny. David Duchovny was the star of The Rapture, Reverse the Curse, X-Files, and Evolution. Because the comet causes the rapture, triggers evolution, and releases the X chromosome. And he starred in Californication because watch California. And David Duchovny's birthday is 11 months and 11 days from today. 11/11 America will be unified again, and 11 had telekinesis. Ready to enter this upside down? This is it.
Which was Michael's solo tour.
It's about to get supernatural.
Oh my, sorry.
So,
I'm just, I'm flabbergasted. Keep going because I don't even know what to say anymore. I don't even know
so,
what to say anymore.
David Copperfield saying he was going to make the moon disappear. Matthew
Yep.
24:29. Immediately after the tribulation, the moon will go dark, the sun will not give its light, the stars will fall from the sky, and the heavens will be shaken. The moon will go dark, and David Copperfield said he'd make the moon disappear. The heavens will be shaken. So today is the birthday of Kristen Bell. Kristen Bell brings it all together because Kristen Bell was the star of Veronica Mars. And we're about to leave Mars by doing the Iron Man, right? And Bell's frequency, healing, liberty, right? So she was the star of Heroes, and her name was El. El means God or deity. So
Yeah.
again, they're telling you right
Yeah.
there with her
Yep.
name, right?
Wow.
So get ready to leave Mars by becoming a hero. So Kristen Bell stars in The Good Place about being brainwashed to think you live in the good place, but you actually live in the bad place. What
Yep.
does that sound like? That sounds like what we're going through, right?
Yeah.
And people,
I always say we're in hell right here.
yep. So the world is about to find out that they don't live in the good place, they actually live in the bad place. And we are about to unlock the good place because we are locked out of heaven no more. Bruno Mars, locked out of heaven no more. And Bruno Mars's birthday, October 8th, is the birthday of Sigourney Weaver. Kirk Allen, who played Superman, John Hancock's death, the birthday of Chevy Chase, Sigourney Weaver, Matt Damon, and Bruno Mars. So altogether, you get Merry Christmas, extraterrestrials. Time to leave Mars by doing the Iron Man. Put on the armor of God, breastplate of righteousness, and the belt of truth. Follow the pen. You're John Hancock. It's time to fly. Hancock, human turned superhuman. Happy Independence Day. Prepare for the alien invasion. It's time to fly. Will Smith's birthday is the same day as Christopher Reeve and the release of Heroes. It's time to release the heroes. Welcome to a whole new world. He goes on to star in Aladdin.
Okay, that's the sound. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Oh, I've never been so excited in my life.
And
Oh,
we're
can't
just
you
scratching
feel
the
it? Can you
surface.
feel it?
We are just scratching the surface. I can't wait. So so with that, we have Argentina with the Fireball comet connected to Tupac. So a week to remember, it becomes supernatural because of the comet. Because Supernatural and Tupac's release and the La Pampa comet all happened on September 13th. September 13th was 44 weeks ago, and 44 equals the rapture. And Argentina is in the FIFA World Cup this weekend. Are you ready to make the Super Bowl look like a puppy show? The fun will begin directly after. Why? Because the hunt is on. The hunters become the hunted after we get our power back. It is time to end the Truman Show 71 days after the birthday of Harry S. Truman. And we end the Truman Show with a comet because Comet Atlas's discovery, and I saved this for last before we go into the next thing. Comet Atlas's discovery was on July 1st, 2025. Now, as I told you previously, July 1st was the founding of Tesla. 23 years and 17 days from tonight. July 1st was the birthday of Princess Diana, goddess Artemis, goddess of the hunt. It was the birthday of Hilary Burton, star of One Tree Hill, about the comet, the same day as Comet Atlas was discovered, connecting you to the comet twice. And it was the death of Marlon Brando, which connects us to God's emerging and the wicked vanishing. Comet Atlas's discovery in 2025 was 1 year and 17 days from tonight, July 18th. Boom, get ready for the comet to cause the rapture.
My goodness.
And before I move on to the next piece, Kristen Bell, like I said, star of The Good Place, stars
Mm-hmm.
Ted Danson. Ted Danson's birthday is the death of Jimmy Carter, who created the Department of Energy with a Q clearance, president during the nuclear crisis. It's going to be nuclear. Get ready for them to flip the switch onto quantum energy. Ted Danson was the star of Miracle. Get ready for our miracle. It is time for our miracle. They're about to unlock the good place because Kristen Bell goes on to star in, well, like I said, she stars in Heroes as Elle. And she had the power of electricity because we're going to be changed from the electromagnetic current. But her dad was Stephen Trebolowski, who stars in Groundhog Day because we're about to end Groundhog Day, and could create things out of gold. He could turn anything into gold. So get ready to become heroes and go into the golden era. He was the star of Freaky Friday with Jamie Lee Curtis and Chad Michael Murray, star of One Tree Hill, about the comet. So get ready for our Freaky Friday. It's time for the comet to cause the rapture. They thought it was coming yesterday. They were wrong. It comes tonight. And Chad Michael Murray, who's 44, because 44 equals the rapture, just like Hillary Burton is also 44 because she drove the comet, and 44 equals the rapture. Chad Michael Murray starred in Left Behind about the rapture, confirming that the comet causes the rapture. It is time for our Freaky Saturday. Get ready to go into the golden era. Kristen Bell brings everything full circle because she was the star of Frozen. Winter is coming. A storm is coming. She was the star of Frozen. It's time to return the magic. So, in the movie Frozen, Elsa had supernatural abilities, and she was trying to hide who she was out of fear that the world would reject her. And then she sang the song Let It Go, just let it go, and decided to embrace herself and who she was. And then she built her castle out of ice. Ice represents the alien invasion. Ice goes after illegal aliens. It's time to let it go. It is time to become heroes. It is time to go headfirst into the alien invasion. We are the aliens. So, with that, Idina Menzel played Elsa. Idina Menzel is the star of Wicked. The wicked are going to vanish on the great and terrible day of the Lord, and the righteous are going to heal and evolve into supernatural. 1 year, 17 days after the founding of Comet Atlas, and 23 years and 17 days after the founding of Tesla, which means tomorrow, the great and terrible day of the Lord, 1 year and 17 days from the death of Doctor Doom himself. Get ready for Doomsday, the death of Julian McMahon, who played Doctor Doom in Fantastic Four. And in his movie, Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer, in the first 5 minutes of the movie, they show you a sky event. They believe it to be a comet. Then they show you a blackout and all planes grounded. Get ready for Doomsday. His death was 88 years after the vanishing of Amelia Earhart. So we have just confirmed with Idina Menzel, star of Wicked, and Amelia Earhart, that tomorrow is time for the vanishings. Get ready for the great and terrible day of the Lord. Before or Doomsday, which what's the number one movie set to come out in December of 2026? Avengers Doomsday. There's no coincidence. It's 100% being programmed. So before the great and terrible day of the Lord, you will see Elijah. Elijah Wood is the star of Deep Impact about the comet. Again, letting you know the comet causes the great and terrible day of the Lord, because the comet causes the rapture. So his birthday, January 28th, was the same day as the doomsday clock set to 89 seconds to midnight, assessing nuclear risk. It was the same day as the arrest of Tom Welling, who played Superman in Smallville, where a meteor shower comes to Earth and gives the townspeople supernatural abilities. And the same day as the death of Jerry Siegel, who co-wrote Superman. Is 88 days from the birthday of Tom Welling on National Alien Day, the 55th birthday of Melania Trump, and the funeral of Pope Francis. Tom Welling played the alien because he played Superman, and his birthday is on Alien Day, 88 days from his arrest on Elijah Wood's birthday, the day the doomsday clock is set to 89 seconds to midnight. Superman dies on Doomsday, and we put on the armor of God like Superman. Let's be heroes at the seventh trumpet.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I'm ready. I'm just soaking this all in. I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. My mind is completely blown. Like everything is just making sense. Like we're waiting for God to act, but God already acted and gave the key to a bunch of people called, which basically gave the key and gave the unfolding to divine beings in other dimensions to kind of bring this to earth. Is that what you're basically saying? Because that's what I'm getting. Like we're waiting for God to act, but God is already acted, and he's letting it all play out through people, through this movie.
It is all playing out, and it's all happening exactly when they want it to happen. So
it's biblical. It's
you
all
gotta think
according to the Bible.
it's definitely biblical. Like he said,
Yeah,
it's going to be
it is
biblical. So
written. We just didn't realize it was going to play out like a movie back, like what, thousands of years ago.
right? You ain't kidding. So if you look at the comet, we'll start with the comet. So if you look at the comet, Edmond Halley discovered Halley's Comet on Christmas. So the comet equals Christmas because the comet is what causes the rapture, which causes the change in electromagnetism that unlocks our DNA and heals the world. So it's our miracle. So get ready for our Christmas miracle. So his death was January 14th. January 14th is the birthday of Grant Gustin, letting us know that the comet causes the great solar flash, which is why I played my song at the beginning of the show about the great solar flash. So Grant Gustin's birthday was also the death of Alan Rickman, star of Dogma, Fallen Angels, and star of Galaxy Quest, where he plays an alien on TV that's kidnapped by actual aliens. So get ready for the comet to cause the rapture to trigger the great solar flash to release the aliens. Right? So 550 days later, because 5-5, watch California, watch New York, my fellow Americans, the storm is upon us. 550 days after the birthday of Grant Gustin is tonight, July 18th. How many coincidences till mathematically impossible? You're on mute.
Speechless. It doesn't matter my mute because I'm just speechless. The mathematical precision, that's godly. Who else could do that but our God? Seriously though, am I wrong?
100%. They talk to each other in numbers, and they talk to us in letters because they know we won't get the message. But if you figure out the numbers, you figure out the message. Gavin Newsom went to the Golden Gate Bridge on May 5th. May 5th is 5-5. Q's drop is 5-5. Find the bridge. Watch California, watch New York. So he told you right there by going to Golden Gate Bridge on 5-5 that Golden Gate Bridge is the gateway into the golden era on 5-5. That's the mark of the Black Swan event. So he went to the Golden Gate Bridge on May 5th, marking 5-5 on the birthday of Henry Cavill, star of Superman. Again, connecting the Golden Gate Bridge to Superman. When Superman 1978 Golden Gate Bridge was destroyed. Again, another mathematical improbability. 5 months, 5 days after Gavin Newsom goes to the Golden Gate Bridge is October 10th, which is the birthday of Gavin Newsom and the death of Christopher Reeve, who played Superman in Superman 1978, where Golden Gate Bridge was destroyed. So they just confirmed with one visit to Golden Gate Bridge, not once but twice, that the Golden Gate Bridge is the mark of 5-5. So figure out the numbers, you figure out the message.
We're living in Truman Show.
Literally.
Show. Literally the Truman Show. Literally. Wow. I think out of all the shows, when you blow my mind, I think this is like, I've never felt. I know I can't explain it. Like, I know we've been told it's a movie, but the way, for some reason, the way you're explaining it tonight, it's really hitting home. Like, holy shit. Like, what the whole world, everything that we know is reality is fucking fake.
Yes. And this is what I try to tell people, because there's so many people out there that are pinning all their hopes and dreams for our miracle on this upcoming election. And I keep trying to explain to them the upcoming election does not matter. If you look at all of our elections in the past, they have all been rigged. Okay? So until you expose the truth about the 2020 election and all of the election fraud in the past, then there's no way that any election in the present is going to save us. Because until the truth is out about election fraud, then there's no honesty in elections. So these people that are pinning all their hopes and dreams to this election, I try to tell them about what's coming, but they don't listen because I sound like a lunatic, because they don't understand the backstory, which is why my posts are so long, because I try to be so detailed so that they understand it. But X suppresses it so that nobody can see it. And it's just so sad, because People could have clarity in the chaos, but they're not ready for it. And
You're
the
right.
veil,
Yep.
the veil is about to come off. So, 44 weeks after the La Pampa comet, it is time for the comet to cause the rapture. Prepare for Q drop 44. Look to Twitter before POTUS departs. He will send an important message. He's going to depart from the rapture. He's the seventh trumpet into a brave new world. It's been written in his character, but he will not be injured. It's a show, it's a movie, and you're watching the grand finale. And when he exits, however they exit him, the left will get a great awakening because the left has been so brainwashed to believe that Trump is the problem. And they are
Mm-hmm.
about to find out when he exits that he is actually the solution, right? And so when he returns, he's no longer president in the corrupt United States of America corporation, right? He can now come in as himself and become whoever he's going to be in the new republic, right? So whether that's a king, whether that's a new election, however they're going to do it, because the comms read both ways, and one is a distraction and one is a certainty. So we'll see, because he's following several definitive timelines. So it's hard to narrow down which way it's going to go specifically, but it's going to be
Yeah.
biblical.
Yeah, because I always say that the alliance, they have plan A, B, C, D, and then they have subset of plans. It all depends on, I guess, whatever is best at the time and the timelines, right?
Mm-hmm. 100%. And I don't ever get a chance to look at the comments because I'm kind of blind, but your comments are amazing. One person said my mind is literally going to explode.
Everybody loves you. Yep, there's no trolls. Everyone loves you. It's, but it's just, I mean, I just, the amount, they've been planning this and doing this for so long. Like, do you think, I believe they started this back during Abraham Lincoln's time. What do you think?
This has been going so we're what I'm about to tell you is about to blow your mind with how
All
long
right. All
this
right.
has
Here we
been
go.
going on.
There we go.
Because
Like you
because
can't blow in my mind anymore. So I'm going to have no fucking mind left. But
so first, for the doubters, for the naysayers, let's confirm that ICE is signaling the alien invasion. So first off, like I said, David Duchovny, born August 7th. He's the star of Rapture, Reverse the Curse, X-Files, Californication, and Evolution. Prepare for the rapture to trigger evolution. It's time to release the X-Files. Watch California. It's time to reverse the curse. That's his character. He's married to Tia Leone, star of Deep Impact, about the comet. Get ready for the comet to trigger the rapture and trigger evolution. Told you right there in their characters from Operation Mockingbird. His birthday is August 7th. August 7th, Dean Cain joined ICE.
he did.
Dean Dean Cain is Superman in Superman 1978. Or
Hmm.
sorry, not Superman 1970. I got Christopher Reeve on my brain. Superman, Lois, and Clark.
Yes.
So, so Dean Cain, who plays Superman, an alien from Krypton, joins ICE on the day of the birthday of David Duchovny, star of The Rapture and Evolution. They just told you right there. So, David Duchovny's birthday, the day Dean Cain joined ICE, 11 months and 11 days from today, the alien invasion, 1 year, 7 days after the release of Superman 2025. 11/11, America will be unified again. 11 had telekinesis and Stranger Things. It's time to enter into the upside down. Demi Moore was born on November 11th, 11/11. She's from Roswell. Confirming again, 11/11 is the alien invasion. Release more demigods after Armageddon. It's time for metamorphosis. Prepare for the butterfly effect, because she also married Bruce Willis and Ashton Kutcher. So her whole profile just told you. And it's time for disclosure, because she was the star of Disclosure with Donald Sutherland. Professor Snow, winter is coming. And Donald Sutherland's birthday was yesterday. Are you ready for disclosure? He also starred in Human Trafficking. May the odds be ever in your favor.
Hallelujah. 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 Let's do this. Oh my God Almighty. This is so epic. I never listened. Like I said, Trader Girl, we all knew it was a movie. We say, oh, it's a movie. But think about it. It was written in the Bible thousands of years ago. So these divine beings that have already been to multiple dimensions, and half of these divine beings are us. We were the star seeds. We were the people on other planets or other dimensions that downgraded to be the I'll say the Trojan horses to help with the ascension. So that's us. So we're watching this, and it's almost like when I'm listening to you, it's all of a sudden, it's all like we all had like all these different pieces to the puzzle, right? And you had this piece, I had this piece. And for years and years and years, we've all been slowly. But now it's like, we had like, the stupid pieces at the edge that no one gives a shit about or no one cares. But now, and it was like the integral pieces of the puzzle have all been missing. And now it's all like you're filling in the biggest part, the integral part, like the big main picture, the most important part of the puzzle. And it's like, holy, like when they say it is written, it is written. When they say it is biblical, folks, did you ever think that when you were a kid opening up the Bible that you would be part of this? Like the galactics, the alliance, whatever you want to call them, these divine beings, these multidimensional extraterrestrials and whatever they are, they're all coming here. They're all following the directive of God, and they're playing this out. This is amazing. To say I'm mind blown is an understatement. And I'm going to shut up now and let you continue.
No, it's true. And the fact that you brought up the Trojan horse, like I still have a few things to cover before we get into it, but you hit the nail on the head with that one. So ice, we confirmed it a few different ways now. We're going to confirm it a few more because this is going to play into the final showdown. So ice, the alien invasion. ICE shot Renee Good January 7th, the death of Nikola Tesla. ICE goes after illegal aliens. Renee means to be born again good. Get ready for the alien invasion because think mirror. July 10th, the birthday of Nikola Tesla, the anniversary of the Roswell incident. They thought it was coming last week. Ammunition spent. The 170th birthday of Nikola Tesla. It comes this week. 1 year, 7 days after the release of Superman 2025, where Superman was hailed by the sun. It is time to enter into Oz. The sun heals our disease. Superman 2025 was released on the birthday of Michael Rosenbaum, star of Smallville, where he is given limitless energy after the meteor shower causes the rapture and gives the townspeople supernatural abilities. He's given limitless energy because the change in electromagnetism balanced out his vitamins, minerals, all of his deficiencies. So because his body was no longer deficient, he had limitless energy. George Reeve, Superman, his birthday, January 5th, is the birthday of Diane Keaton, star of Amelia Earhart, Final Flight, and Godfather. Get ready for the vanishings. Get ready for God to be born. It's time to put on the armor of God. It is the birthday of Robert Duvall, star of Deep Impact. So when does it happen? With the comet. It is the birthday of Bradley Cooper, star of Limitless. And he stars in Limitless with Robert De Niro, star of Zero Day. Get ready to be limitless on Zero Day. It is the birthday of Walker Scoble, Percy Jackson, our ascension story. He begins thinking that he is a human and finds out he is the son of Poseidon and can control water. This is our story. Buckle up. It is time to put on the armor of God. So his birthday, January 5th, is when construction began on Golden Gate Bridge, connecting them all back again
To the Golden Gate
to the
Bridge.
Golden Gate.
Wifey, come on. What are the chances? This is
Exactly. Superman connected to Golden Gate again. Be ready. Hello, George. 4 to 6% lost forever. Q's drop, right? So George Reeve, Superman. So January 5th was also the same day that Nikki Glaser said God's not here at the Golden Globes. God's about to be returned. GG, Golden Gate. Golden Globes, GG, Golden Gate. She said it with 11-3 behind her. 11-3 equals 23 equals Ascension. Get ready for Ascension Day. God's going to be returned. She said it standing next to the Rock. The Rock is the star of San Andreas, where Golden Gate Bridge is destroyed. The star of Skyscraper, watch the Empire State Building, and the star of Hercules, released 11 years and 11 months ago. 11/11, America will be unified again. Time for gods to be awakened within our DNA. So, January 5th, the day that she said that, 17 months from today.
17 Q.
It's mathematical improbabilities, right? So,
I mean, I see it, and you're the mathematician. You're the math queen. And I mean, if we see it, then yeah. just what
so,
I feel so good. I've been so depressed, and I feel like I'm walking on air now. Okay,
I
continue.
always cheer
Sorry.
people up, don't I? So Michael Rosenbaum's birthday, the release of Superman 2025, 1 year, 7 days from today, was also the birthday of Greg Grunberg, GG, Golden Gate. Greg Grunberg was the star of Heroes and had telepathy. Ready for us to get our abilities back? He also starred in End of the World. Michael Rosenbaum also starred in The Flash. Get ready for the great solar flash to release the heroes. Welcome to the end of the world as we know it, which is why it was also, July 11 was also the death of Shelley Duvall, star of The Shining. Get ready for the great solar flash. She stars in The Shining with Jack Nicholson. Jack Nicholson stars in As Good as It Gets with Greg Kinnear, star of Heaven is Real. And Helen Hunt, The Hunt for Red October, or The Hunters Become the Hunted. It's time to unlock heaven after the great solar flash. This is As Good as It Gets. He stars in The Departed, about a mafia man. It's time for them to depart from the rapture. The wicked will depart on the great and terrible day of the Lord after the great solar flash triggered by the comet. And his birthday is the birthday of Robert Oppenheimer. It's going to be nuclear. It always comes full circle.
It's mathematically impossible for it to all link. I mean, and it's only God that could have the precision. Only a, let's say, omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient mind of God could orchestrate all this. If people think there is no such thing as God, then well, so too bad you're dumb. No, none of them are watching this show for sure. I just, wow, Trader Girl, wow. All right, continue. I don't mean to interrupt. I just have to.
You're fine. I
Have
don't know how long you have, so I'm trying to get it out quickly, but it's like you got to release the foundation so they understand before you release the rest.
Well, we're almost at 2 hours now, so you can get to the good stuff, I guess. But we'll be on as long as you need. It's okay. Listen, there's no time limit. We can be on as long as you need to be.
Okay. So okay, to wrap up the ICE equation, we got Dean Cain, we got Tesla, we got Roswell, we got Demi Moore, all connecting us back to ICE. Okay. Then we have the movies about ICE. So we'll start with One Tree Hill, because I told you One Tree Hill is the backbone of the comet. And the comet happens 23 years right before the 23rd birthday of One Tree Hill, because 23 equals ascension, and the comet causes ascension. So One Tree Hill, about the comet, the guy that writes the comet, Chad Michael Murray, get ready for our Freaky Friday and to be left behind after the rapture. His mom is played by Maura Kelly. Maura Kelly is the star of Lion King. The lions of Israel are going to rise through the Golden Gate because the Christ, or the chosen one, or Messiah, which also means chosen one, rises through the Golden Gate. But it's not the Golden Gate of Israel because Israel used to be Babylon. It's the
Mm-hmm.
Golden Gate of America because America is Israel, because LDS founded Zion here in America. Joseph Smith said no place would be unturned that was not Zion when he founded LDS. So
Yeah.
Zion was here in America. Think of Utah, where they're headquartered, right near Zion National Park in the Salt Lake, right? So America is Israel. So the chosen rise through the ashes of the Golden Gate in San Francisco, because America is Israel. So saving Israel for last. Isis, Ra, El. They're all gods. Saving God for last. Is God real? Yes. And you're about to find out that God is in your DNA because we are all children of God and our abilities are about to manifest themselves.
Hallelujah. That's right. If God is our mother and father, that makes us what? Little gods, right?
Exactly. So,
Right?
this is why Percy Jackson is our ascension story. This is why Thor is our ascension story. This was why heroes told us our ascension story. So, and Superman, our ascension story, they're telling you with these, and X-Men as well. So, X-Men was the first comic book was released on July 1st. July 1st, or sorry, July 2nd, the death of Doctor Doom. The Vanishing of Amelia Earhart, 1 year, 17 days from tomorrow. Get ready to release the
Mhm.
X chromosome. There's no coincidences.
Nope.
So,
1 year, seven. There's 17 again.
yep, so the 17th president of LDS died on September 27th, 2025. Because now that the king of Zion has died, the lions of Israel can rise through the Golden Gate. So his death, September 27th, was Hurricane Helen. HH equals 88. Time to go 88 miles per hour into the storm. September 27th was the release of Eternals number 4 by Neil Gaiman, which featured the Golden Gate Bridge on the cover. The gateway to eternal life. Get ready to release the gods. It was also the death of Maggie Smith, star of Hook. Hook, Neverland. Are you ready to unlock Neverland? Think of all the drops about Obama and Wendy. We're about to unlock Neverland. Heaven is Neverland. This is the end. Michael Jackson told us we're about to heal the world. Eyes on the moon because he danced the moonwalk.
Yep.
It's time to unlock Neverland, right? So he told us everything. This is it. Buckle up for a thriller. Popcorn ready. So, to confirm that Neverland, heaven, one and the same, we are about to find Neverland. So, so Neverland and Once Upon a Time, which again showed us Ascension on full display, because in the first season, the Wicked Queen enslaves all the supernatural beings into a matrix stripped of their power and their memories. In every single episode of season 1, they awaken a different person from the Matrix after the swan comes to town. It's time for the black swan to awaken us from the Matrix. At the end of season 1, the curse is removed after the swan saves the child. It is time to save the children. And when the curse is removed, all their memories came flooding back. The curse was reversed and they got their supernatural abilities. And the wicked queen who enslaved them into the matrix was born in real life on July 15th, marking a week to remember. Are you ready to break free from the matrix? All of us took a bite of the forbidden apple because we all have a cell phone in our hand. They literally told us. They're keeping us enslaved in the matrix with electromagnetism. And it's dulling down our frequency by holding that cell phone in our hands. We literally took a bite of the forbidden apple because there's an apple on every Apple cell phone. So, regardless of which make or model you have, it's still electromagnetic radiation, right? So, it's time to awaken from our deep dream. So, in the show, once upon a time, the kid that played Peter Pan, his name's Kip, I think, in real life, the kid that played Peter Pan is played by the same kid who played Claire Bennett's son in Heroes. Save the cheerleader, save the world. She could not die. Her blood healed all disease. They showed us her character and how she could heal. Save the cheerleader, save the world. Our blood is about to heal our disease. The entire show is about our ascension. And her son played Peter Pan because we're about to unlock Neverland. We're about to unlock heaven. So this is where we're gonna get into the deep stuff.
We haven't even got into the deep stuff yet.
Right? I know it's horrible, but
oh my God, God bless you. God bless you. All right, folks, get your knickers ready. Get a clean pair of knickers ready, or if you're that's across the pond, get underwear from the U.S. Get your knickers and underwear ready. Get ready to shite thy pants. Okay.
I'm like, let me take a drink now.
Okay, you're allowed to breathe. You're allowed.
Right. So Heroes, all about our ascension, is now available on Netflix for free. So if you haven't seen that show, you need to go and watch that show tomorrow because that show is our ascension story. Heroes gain their abilities after an eclipse. 2 years, 3 months after the April 8th, 2024 eclipse, the doomsday eclipse where they shut down the world, heroes are about to emerge 2 years, 3 months later because our DNA is about to unlock from 23 chromosomes to 36, a difference of 13. Our 13 is our lucky number. It's their unlucky number. They tell us it's an unlucky number because it's their unlucky number. Because when our DNA unlocks by 13, we get our power back and the hunt is on. So it's not our unlucky number, it's theirs.
Boom.
Right?
Sorry.
And we're about to find out who has bad blood now. The hunt is about to begin. So in the TV show Heroes, which was titled Genesis, in season 1 was titled Genesis because Genesis.
Oh my Lord, God Almighty! Wow.
It had 23 episodes because 23 equals ascension, and her dad's name was Noah. Prepare for the flood.
And boom.
Noah is played by Jack Coleman. Jack Coleman was born on February 21st. February 21st is the birthday of Kim Coates, star of Bad Blood. Get ready for Heroes to be released if they don't have Bad Blood now. It was the birthday of Elliot Page, star of X-Men Last Stand, and Inception, and Odyssey. Get ready for Heroes to be released because their X chromosome is going to unlock and we are going to awaken the sleepers from the Matrix. So Elliot Page was the star of X-Men. Okay? Mm-hmm. February 21st is also the birthday of Alan Rickman, who plays the alien again in Galaxy Quest and star of Dogma, connecting us back to the alien invasion. It's also the birthday of Kelsey Grammer, star of X-Men Last Stand, where Golden Gate Bridge is destroyed a second time. It connects with Elliot Page and Kelsey Grammer. And he goes on to star in Avengers Doomsday. Prepare for Doomsday. It's time to release the X chromosome, and Golden Gate Bridge will be destroyed in the biggest illusion ever seen on a global scale. Now, as if those two weren't enough, of course, there's a third X-Men born on Jack Coleman's birthday. Sophia Turner. Sophia Turner plays the Dark Phoenix. It's time for the Phoenix to rise from the ashes of doomsday. Her birthday was 222,344 days from the birth of Famke Janssen, who played the Phoenix. Genesis 3:22, the man has learned the difference between good and evil. He can now become a god like one of us, eat and drink from the tree of life. 44 equals the rapture. Time for the Phoenix to rise from the ashes of doomsday. Prepare for the flood.
Sorry, I was on mute. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I like the back, like I'm getting goosebumps.
so so that's one character from X-Men, and we're going to go back to Claire in a minute, but Milo, or not X-Men, Hero, sorry. Milo Ventimiglia. He played the hero that could adopt other people's powers. He could take on their powers if he interacted with them. He was born on July 8th. July 8th was the Rodeo flood in New Mexico next to Roswell. Prepare for the alien invasion. July 8th was the birthday of David Cornsweet, star of Superman 2025, 1 year, 7 days from today. It was the birthday of Kevin Bacon. Sophia Bush, star of One Tree Hill about the comet. And Robert Knepper, star of Heroes and Prison Break. And it was the death of Vivian Leigh. But most importantly, it was the birthday of John D. Rockefeller. Why? Because it's 10 days from today, and the comet is about to cause the rapture that leads to the vanishings. They will be gone with the wind. We will be healed of our disease. Big Pharma will be destroyed by a comet, and the heroes will be released. It's time to put on the armor of God, the breastplate of righteousness, and the belt of truth. It is time to leave the world behind as we know it. Awaken the sleepers from the matrix. Get ready for arrest. Get ready for pain. Pain is coming for them, not for us. Get ready for arrest and pain. It is time to release the X chromosome. Get ready to destroy Rockefeller medicine with the comet.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, sorry. I just have to do my little interjections of of excitement.
So here we go. Here's the Big Bang. So
Okay.
hold on. Before before the Big Bang, I'm trying to build it up. So
Okay.
the ice that we keep going back to. Maura Kelly, also star of the mother of Lucas Scott and One Tree Hill, star of Lion King. She also starred in Cutting Edge. So not only do the Lions of Israel rise through the Golden Gate, it connects us back to ice skating, right? Because she starred in Cutting Edge. So get ready for the comet to cause the alien invasion, because she was the mother of the guy that wrote the comet, and she starred in an ice skating movie, and ice equals illegal aliens. So the alien invasion. Then you have Mighty Ducks. Mighty Ducks, they say Greenland is covered in ice and Iceland is very nice. Well, Greenland equals the comet, and ice equals the alien invasion, because Gerard Butler starred in Greenland about the comet. So the comet triggers the alien invasion, confirming ice equals illegal aliens yet again. Kurt Russell, star of Miracle on Ice. also stars in was it Escape New York and Escape LA. So again, watch California, watch New York, get ready for the alien invasion. And then the last ice skating movie, because this is going to bring us back to Claire, which is Hayden Panettiere, is Ice Princess. Now, Ice Princess stars Michelle Trachtenberg, Kim Cattrall, and Hayden Panettiere, and it's an ice skating movie. So Michelle Trachtenberg represents us being 17 again. She played the key in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and she was announced dead on February 26, 2025. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the chosen one. The chosen one rises through the Golden Gate. It is time for the key to unlock all doors between the gateways to the galaxy, because that's what she was in the show. Well, she goes on to star in 17 again. So it is time for us to feel 17 again after we open the key to all doors, which is confirmed by the death of Matthew Perry, who also starred in 17 again. Get ready for the key that unlocks all doors. It is time to feel 17 again, ready to heal, ready for that energy to be brought back, right? Because we're all tired. So
Yeah.
Michelle Trachtenberg represents us healing. Hayden Panettiere represents us becoming heroes in healing because she's the star of Heroes, which was released on the birthday of Christopher Reeve, the birthday of Will Smith. Will Smith starred in Men in Black about the alien invasion. And then he starred in Hancock, Human Turned Superhuman. Welcome to a Whole New World because he starred in Aladdin. And then Kim Cattrall, star of Sex and the City, refused to return for And Just Like That. And just like that, everything changed. It is time for the alien invasion. It is time to heal the world. So now that we've connected them all, all the ice, there's still more, but you get the idea. So every single movie, they're putting together these casts to send a message based on Operation Mockingbird. So Atlas, Comet Atlas. Well, here we go. Remember the Titans. Claire Bennett, played by Hayden Panettiere, stars in Nashville, right? And she stars in Nashville with Connie Britton because Connie Britton is the star of Friday Night Lights. Get ready for the great solar flash to release the heroes. Nashville has the Batman building. Again, there's no coincidences.
It's
So
just amazing and mind blowing.
so Hayden Panettiere goes on. She got her start in Remember the Titans, and this is where everything's just gonna blow everything wide open. Why do we have God in our DNA? So we are children of God, but that's a very vague statement. So in our Bibles, which are printed and manipulated by man, and they're reprinted and manipulated by man over and over and over again, because they're printed by the same people that control the Matrix in Operation Mockingbird,
Yep.
right? So they needed to brainwash us at every single turn because they're printing our school books, they're printing our Bibles, they're making our movies, they're making our music, they're printing our books, they're creating our sports and our news. It's all Operation Mockingbird designed by the CIA, which was founded by Harry S. Truman. We live in our own version of the Truman Show, designed to keep us enslaved in the Matrix. So they removed, I think it was 711 books from the Bible that we never get to see. And in the book that they printed, which gives us the map, the basic instructions before leaving Earth, it gives us the map. However, they manipulated it to fit the narrative. And they always tell us about God. But that's it. They say God, right? They don't give you much more information than that. But yet the elites believe in more than one God. They believe in Ra, they believe in Isis, they believe in Saturn, they believe in Mars, they believe in Satan, they believe in multiple gods, correct? So, why is it the elites believe in multiple gods, but yet we're taught about one? Well, if you start poking holes in the matrix, right? If they didn't brainwash us at every turn and you start poking holes in the matrix, you're going to start asking questions. And those questions that you ask are going to start awakening people around you so that they start asking questions, and their little house of cards that they built is going to collapse under the weight of their own treason. And that's exactly what happened with Q Drop 1, released 8 years and 8 months ago. They started poking holes in the matrix by getting us to do our own research and dive down the rabbit hole. And we started asking questions and telling our friends and waking up more people. And we are at the precipice of their entire world collapsing underneath them, right? So this is where we are. Now, they imprinted or they approved to print "In God We Trust" on the dollar on 7-Eleven. And Elon Musk again told us 7-Eleven. So again, Percy Jackson is our origin story, which I talk about all the time. So Hayden Panettiere got her start in Remember the Titans. Remember the Titans was a football movie, right? So get ready to make the Super Bowl look like a puppy show. The fun will begin directly after. Let's be heroes after the great solar flash. She could not be killed. She could not be injured. She could not be sick. She healed. That was her power. Save the cheerleader, save the world. Now we're going to build, now we're just going to blow your mind.
Okay, here we go.
So in the movie Remember the Titans, it stars Ryan Hurst. Ryan Hurst is the star of Superman and The Walking Dead. It's time to awaken the sleepers and exit the apocalypse, enter into the golden era, put on the armor of God, breastplate of righteousness, and belt of truth like Superman. Superman's comic books are the golden age. That's one of the eras of his comic books, the golden age, and we're about to go into the golden age. Right? The other star is sunshine. Are you ready for the sun to heal our disease? It is time to become heroes after the Super Bowl looks like a puppy show. It also we like that. It also stars Ryan Gosling. Ryan Gosling is the descendant of Raymond Gosling. Raymond Gosling discovered crystalline DNA. It is time for our crystalline DNA upgrade. Ryan Gosling played Noah in The Notebook, Prepare for the Flood. And then in Barbie, they were asked to take the red pill or the blue pill. Are you ready to wake up? And now he stars in Project Hail Mary. It is time for our Hail Mary. Get ready
Oh
to
my
release.
God.
It is time to release our crystalline DNA. This is it, literally. So, Hail Mary, Project Hail Mary, was released with the song Sign of the Times, sung by Harry Styles of One Direction with Liam Payne, who jumped to his death in Argentina, where the fireball comet hit 44 weeks ago. And in Sign of the Times, he flew into the sky. And his lyrics specifically said, "Welcome to the final show. I hope you're wearing your best clothes. Do not cry because the end is near and we just got to get away from here." And then he flew up into the sky like Peter Pan. Do not cry. Welcome to the final show. And I hope you're wearing your best clothes because today is 3,388 days from the release of Sign of the Times. And Harry Styles has a butterfly tattoo on his chest because we are about to evolve. Get ready for metamorphosis. It is time to levitate. You look like you're
Mic drop.
crying.
You need, oh, I wish I had a sound for a mic drop. You need a mic drop. I'm trying to not keep my mouth agape because I was like, just that's right. Marka, you said it best. Holy shit. Holy shite. Wow. Wow. It's just the math, like I'm sorry, I keep on repeating myself, but the mathematical precision. We are so there. We're so there. Look at all the comments. This whole show
I'm giving you guys like a chance to have your mouth closed so that we can go on to the next part because this is just scratching the surface still.
Oh my goodness. All right, folks.
So Ryan Gosling's birthday is November 12th, which is the death of Stan Lee. So he connects us back to crystalline DNA and connects us back to heroes. And Stan Lee's death was 88 weeks after the release of his book, Zodiac Legacy: The Balance of Power. The Zodiac Killer is what is going to be exposed by the Golden Gate Bridge destruction. Get ready to reveal the Zodiac and how it's connected to our DNA, because they removed the 13th Zodiac, Ophiuchus, which was actually November 29th through December 17th. And Ophiuchus shows you Big Pharma. The staff, it's Ophiuchus. So Ophiuchus was November 29th to December 17th, which means you think you're a Sagittarius, but you're not. You're an Ophiuchus. And November 29th is the birthday of Chuck Mangione, the seventh trumpet, the trumpeter. Two Avengers, Chadwick Boseman and Don Cheadle, and the release of Blinding Lights by The Weeknd. Get ready for the great solar flash to release the heroes at the seventh trumpet. Your zodiac has everything to do with how your abilities are going to manifest yourself. So December 17th, the end of the 13th zodiac, is the birthday of Pope Francis and Bill Pullman. Get ready to go into independence, our freedom. While we are sleeping, Satan's empire is going to be destroyed, and God's empire is about to be released. So Stan Lee's death was 88 weeks from his death was 88 weeks from the balance of power. Again, the powers of the heavens will be shaken. March 7th, 2017, it was released on the anniversary of Stanley Kubrick's death. Stanley Kubrick faked the moon landing. Matthew 24:29, the moon will go dark. The sun will not give its light. The stars will fall from the sky and the heavens will be shaken. Stanley Kubrick's birthday, July 26th, is the birthday of Aldous Huxley, author of A Brave New World. Get ready for the moon's destruction. It is time for a brave new world. The final battle, the sun versus the moon. The moon controls the Earth's frequency. The comet hits the moon, which is why CNN said maybe Comet Atlas will miss Earth and hit the moon on July 25th, the birthday of number 23, James Lafferty from One Tree Hill. Because he represents the comet, because he's married to Haley. Get ready for the comet to hit the moon. 8 months, 8 days from his wife's birthday, April 2nd, Liberation Day, 107 days from tonight.
Holy shit.
Here's where it gets real mind blowing.
Okay. Even more.
So Stanley Kubrick's death, balance of power, connected. Stanley Kubrick's birthday, Aldous Huxley and Brave New World, connected, is also the same day as the birthday of Kevin Spacey, star of Superman Returns. Destroy the moon. Welcome to a whole new world. Put on the armor of God, breastplate of righteousness, and the belt of truth. Aldous Huxley's death was November 22nd, 1963. The day John F. Kennedy was assassinated, who sent us to the moon in Apollo. He sent us to the moon in Apollo, signaling the God of the sun, the healer of disease. John F. Kennedy's assassination, the same exact day as Aldous Huxley. He sent us to the moon, and Aldous Huxley's birthday is the birthday of Stanley Kubrick, who faked the moon landing. So they just told you, how do you go into a brave new world? You destroy the moon. And John F. Kennedy Jr.'s birthday, John F. Kennedy's assassination, November 22nd, was the Rainbow Bridge explosion. Get ready to unlock the Rainbow Bridge. It was the birthday of not one Avenger, but two Avengers, Scarlett Johansson and Mark Ruffalo. Because Scarlett Johansson was the star of Home Alone. Did Kevin set his alarm for Christmas morning? Because it is time to unlock heaven. You're about to be saved and Richie Rich.
Richie Rich. I love
Because he
it.
starred in Saved and starred in Richie Rich. And he was born August 26th, which was the release of Seventh Heaven. Merry Christmas. Celebrate this day in a special way. It is time to unlock heaven. Get ready to be saved and to be Richie Rich. And it was the birthday of Mark Ruffalo because he starred in Just Like Heaven. Confirming it is time to unlock heaven, to enter heaven alive. Get ready to die with a smile and become the Grateful Dead because we are about to become heroes and we are about to be healed. So remember the Titan stars Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington stars in John Q about a dad who's trying to save his son. Q, we're about to destroy the medical system with a comet, and he stars in The Equalizer. Get ready to become equal. So now this is where we get into the mind-blowing territory because we're going to open some new doors here with this alien invasion and the connection to God. So Bloodlines of the Gods was released August 17th, which connects the fact that aliens and gods and superheroes are all one and the same. Different cultures call them by different names. Those who have more power than the average human being. So after the rapture, we're going to live on two different planes of existence, God and man, those with power and those without. So those that have bad blood now will still ascend, but they will not see their supernatural abilities manifest within their DNA. So remember the Titans Super Bowl puppy show stars Hayden Panettiere, who goes on to star in Heroes, released the Heroes after the Great Solar Flash. Now, in that movie, they sing the song, We Are the Titans. We are the Titans. Remember that? The mighty, mighty Titans. They sing that song in the movie. This is where everything's about to be blown open. So Atlas, Comet Atlas, was named after Atlas, the Titan, forced to hold the heavens upon his shoulders till the end of the world. He was a slave, and he is sitting in front of Rockefeller Center. Atlas Comet is about to destroy Rockefeller medicine. Welcome to the end of the world as we know it, because heaven is about to be unlocked, and we're about to destroy Rockefeller medicine with a comet. On the great and terrible on
Love
the
it.
great
Sorry.
on the at 1 year 17 days later, which is tonight. Now again, if it doesn't happen tonight, the message is still the same. It's just the math that needs to be updated. This is coming. Do not lose hope. It's just a matter of the mathematical calculations. Get the problem correct, the equation correct, you solve the problem. If the problem doesn't solve, if nothing happens, you just have to go back and figure out where you messed up in the equation. So that being said, it's the knowledge that's important because you're learning the map, right? And this is coming. So the Comet Atlas was founded 1 year and 17 days from tonight. Get ready for the comet to destroy Rockefeller medicine and welcome to the end of the world as we know it. So Atlas was a Titan, again, and on the great and terrible day of the Lord, the wicked are going to vanish, right? They're going to be gone with the wind because the CIA army of machines is shutting down 71 days after the birthday of Harry S. Truman and the release of Deep Impact. Get ready to end the Truman Show with a comet and the wicked will vanish. So Thanos snaps his fingers and 50% of the population vanishes. Prepare for the vanishings July 19th, 17 months after the birthday of Josh Brolin, and 1 year and 17 days after the 88-year anniversary of the vanishing of Amelia Earhart. It's time for the vanishings. Thanos was a Titan from Titan Moon, which is the moon outside of Saturn. So again, Thanos is connecting us back to the great and terrible day of the Lord and the wicked vanishing, but he's connecting us back to Titan. And Atlas was a Titan. You seeing the webs that are being built here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's continue. So So, yeah, this is building.
Ooh, wow.
So now this is going to be a little rough because you guys are the first that I'm going through this part with, and I haven't said it to anybody else. So I apologize if it's rough. But so Uranus was the god of the heavens, the god of the sky. Think of our planets, right? So Uranus is the god of the heaven. We're about to unlock heaven. Well, uranium was named after Uranus. They just told you, Q told us to look for the sky event. Uranus is the god of the sky, and uranium is named after Uranus. So the grand finale, the sky event, they're telling you right there, just like they told us with the doomsday clock being set to 89 seconds to midnight, assessing nuclear risk on the birthday of Elijah Wood. So uranium reached the highest price in 17 years on December 15th. December 15th was the death of Walt Disney. It's time to return the magic after the sky event. Walt Disney created Peter Pan. It's time to unlock Neverland. Robin Williams, it's 11 years and 11 months after Robin Williams' death, and Gary Marshall directed Mork and Mindy, and his death is July 19th. Robin Williams starred in Hook as Peter Pan. Welcome to Suicide Weekend. It's time to unlock Neverland. Claire's son played Peter Pan in Once Upon a Time. Time to unlock Neverland. Let's be heroes. Michael Jackson connects us back to Neverland. Neverland and heaven, right? So get ready because it's all connected. So with that, Uranus, god of the sky, uranium reached the highest price in 17 years on the death of Walt Disney, December 15th. The same day, a replica Statue of Liberty fell over in Brazil. Brazil, the Christ Redeemer, the second coming of the chosen ones after the collapse of the Statue of Liberty. It was next to McDonald, the Golden Arches, the collapse of the Golden Gate Bridge. Watch California, watch New York. Brazil's international area code is 55. 5-5, watch California, watch New York, my fellow Americans, the storm is upon us. Brazil has the Christ Redeemer, the second coming of the chosen ones, and Brazil is part of BRICS. And BRICS was founded 17 years and 1 month ago. 7-11. Get ready for the nuclear grand finale. You're going to see everything, everywhere, all at once. So Uranus is god of the sky, god of the heavens. He fathered Kronos. Kronos would eat his babies because he was afraid of a prophecy that his sons were going to overthrow him. And so he would eat his babies to ensure that this didn't happen. Until his wife, who was sick of him eating all of her sons, gave him food to make him throw up, poisonous food to make him throw up, and threw up the 3 babies that he ate. Those babies, this is the story, how the story goes. So he threw up the sons, they did not die, and those babies were Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades. So that's how you got Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades. Poseidon, god of the water, Zeus, god of the sky, and then Hades, god of the underworld. Saturn is the Roman equivalent to Kronos. Rome is going to fall. They all worship Saturn. Think of the cube of Saturn outside of Wall Street. All over these places, right? They all worship Saturn. Think of the Saturn cube, right? The GameCube console. They've always been telling us the Saturn car. So they all worship Saturn. And Kronos is the Greek equivalent. So if Rome is going to fall, it only makes sense that Greek is the one that's going to overthrow Rome, right? Just like in history, it was the Romans versus the Greeks. So Kronos had 3 sons, Poseidon, Zeus, and Hades, who all ended up fulfilling the prophecy and overthrew Kronos. Okay? Now, the planets all aligned yesterday, did they not? Yep, that is huge for where we are going. So the planets aligned, and in Hercules, who's a demigod, the son of Zeus, right? Now, who played Hercules? The Rock, Kevin Sobo, right? They both played
Mhm.
Hercules. Kevin Sobo is an avid Trump supporter. Hades was played by James Woods. James Woods is an avid Trump supporter. Trump always
Mhm.
puts people in front of us. He wants to be in front of us for the grand finale. Kevin Sobo starred in Left Behind, Rise About of the Antichrist, all about the rapture where the people vanish. And it exposed the conspiracy behind the vanishings. The Rock represents Watch California, Watch New York, Skyscraper, and San Andreas, and he represents Alcatraz. Baywatch. He starred in Baywatch with Alexander Daddario, star Percy Jackson, who was featured in the video Radioactive by Imagine Dragons. It's going to be radioactive. Follow the bloodlines. Our DNA is about to unlock. Are you watching The Bay? Because yesterday was the birthday of David Hasselhoff. Friends equals N. Joey and Chandler were twin flames. And Chandler, Matthew Perry, evolved to Matman. And Joey dressed as Superman in season 10, episode 7, and was born on the same day as James Lafferty, where CNN said the moon would be hit by an asteroid. So they all connect and friends equals end, and they used to watch Baywatch together. Baywatch, the San Francisco Bay, the Golden Gate
Yeah.
Bridge. Are you watching the Bay? So they're telling you right there yet again. So Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades, they all fathered children with humans. And so you had demigods everywhere. It was running through their veins because they were fathering all of these humans. Kronos, like I said, represents the opposite of Saturn, and they all worship Saturn. Well, this is where we get into the deep stuff. So Prometheus, remember the movie Prometheus?
Mhm.
Prometheus was a Titan, and Prometheus created Earth. He created the beings on Earth with his DNA out of clay. Titans were gods. So Prometheus was directed by Ridley Scott, who directed Alien. Again, confirming gods and aliens and heroes are one and the same. Different cultures call them by different names. Ridley Scott is 88 years old. Great Scott, are you ready to be beamed up? Welcome to the alien invasion. It's time to release the gods. Welcome to God's empire. So Atlas, the Titan, fathered 7 sisters. Pleiades, Pleiadians, the Pleiadians. Everybody's wondering about the star seeds and the Pleiadians. They were fathered by Atlas, the Titan. So the moon of Saturn, the biggest moon of Saturn, is Titan. And Titan, the moon, was discovered March 25th, 1655. Are you ready for it? Because this is the biggest number you're ever going to get.
Okay.
Titan, Saturn's moon, was discovered 4,455 months from today in 23 days. 44 equals the rapture, 55 equals a storm, and 23 equals ascension. And Titan, the moon, is covered in ice, and ice is the alien invasion. Are you ready to release the demigods after Armageddon? This is the end.
Oh,
That's the biggest number you're ever going to get. for
Hallelujah.
confirmation.
Wow. Wow.
And ICE joined ICE. Dean Cain joined ICE 11 months, 11 days ago, again confirming today between Titan and Dean Cain, you get triggered back to the alien invasion, the moon's destruction, the fall of Rome, and our evolution to heroes. This is the end. 44. Look to Twitter before POTUS departs. He will send an important message. My fellow Americans, the storm is upon us. Our DNA is about to unlock from 23 chromosomes to 36, a difference of 13. Atlas the comet was founded 1 year and 17 days ago, and Atlas is the titan forced to hold up the heavens on his shoulders till the end of the world outside of Rockefeller Center, and they're about to destroy Rockefeller Center, or not destroy Rockefeller Center, destroy Rockefeller Medicine with a comet and release the heroes. Welcome to the grand finale. Titan DNA is in our DNA, and the moons just aligned. And I'm going to read this so that I don't mess it up because it's still brand new information. So the moons just aligned. And like I said, Kevin Sobo is connected to Trump, and he's connected to the rapture through Left Behind, Rise of the Antichrist. James Woods played Hades and White House Down. White House Down. Are you ready for it? This is it. So, in Hercules, about a demigod, the three fates tell Hades that in 18 years, when the planets align, he will be able to release the Titans from their prison to overthrow Zeus. The planets will align, and we will be able to release the Titans from their prison. Remember the Titans. We are the Titans, and Claire Bennett is played by Hayden Panettiere, star of Remember the Titans. Let's be heroes.
Holy.
We are the Titans.
We are the Titans. We are it. We are it. So when I said at the beginning of the show that we are the Trojan horses, yeah, the Trojan horses, the Titans. Yep.
Yep. So this is what I'm going to read for you right here. So the alignment, the planet alignment, is the cosmic trigger that weakens their bonds and opens the way for Hades to free them and use their power to overthrow Zeus. Their plan only fails if Hercules, the demigod, interferes. So the countdown officially begins with the planet alignment. And the planets aligned yesterday, July 17th.
Yes, they did. Haven't done that since Christ was born, was walking the earth.
Humans carry dormant Titan bloodline DNA from Prometheus, the creator of mankind, who crafted mankind from clay and earth, embedding Titan DNA into everything. However, this bloodline was enslaved and suppressed by cosmic locks like the moon's frequency and electromagnetic fields, which were altered by 5D technology. Prometheus was directed by Ridley Scott, like I said, and it represents the alien invasion are one and the same, and it's time to release the gods. In the grand finale, Olympia-era structures will be destroyed, representing that Olympus has fallen. And Olympus has fallen starred Gerard Butler, who said it's going to be biblical. And Gerard Butler starred in Greenland about the comet. The comet is going to be biblical. So, planetary alignments act as a powerful cosmic amplifier or key that affects the Titan's primordial energies and, by extension, latent Titan inheritance in humanity, releasing and unleashing that power. Just like in the Hercules prophecy, alignments weaken the prison and suppression holding back Titan scale forces within them. The electromagnetic energy shift unlocks and activates that dormant DNA. Those sequences tied to the latent titans will emerge and powers will begin to manifest themselves. Sudden awakenings and shifting of the cosmic balance will begin to take place after the planetary alignment. Original structures put in place by Olympus will fall, representing the fall of Olympus. During or after the alignments, people will notice heightened Titan domain traits, stronger elemental affinities, prophetic insights, creative bursts, endurance under pressure, speed, strength, telepathy, times of telekinesis, levitation, and breathing underwater.
Ooh, I love it.
Atlas, we're going to go a little bit further. Atlas, the Titan, again, breathing underwater. Now, in every story of Neverland and Peter Pan, there's always mermaids. And Walt Disney created Peter Pan. Walt Disney created The Little Mermaid. The Little Mermaid was released again in 2023, that horrible remake. So was Aladdin. Welcome to a whole new world. Little Mermaid was released 440 months ago, and 44 equals the rapture. Julia Roberts' birthday is the birthday of Q, and she starred as Tinkerbell in Hook. It's time she starred in Leave the World Behind. It's time to leave the world behind as we know it and unlock Neverland. So in Neverland, there's always mermaids. So Justin Baldoni starred in an episode of Heroes where he could breathe underwater. Last Saturday, Justin Baldoni was in the news because he now stars in the TV show It Ends With Us. And his lawsuit just ended. And so he was in the news last Saturday. And he could breathe underwater in Heroes, and it ends with us. See the picture that we're building here? So
Wow.
so when you look at mermaids, right? If you look at the 13th year on Disney, because Disney told us everything and we're about to return the magic, they created the 13th year, which is a movie about a boy who in his 13th year of life starts to manifest gills and mermaid-like features and a tail every time he enters water. And he has no idea what's happening. He's turning into a mermaid in his 13th year of life. Our DNA is about to unlock from 13 chromosomes to 36, and your abilities manifest themselves at puberty. Here's where it becomes more insane. His name in real life is Ches Starbuck. Okay? And the movie stars Joey from Full House, who has a dog named Comet. The Comet comes from San Francisco, and your DNA unlocks from 23 chromosomes to 36, a difference of 13, and your abilities manifest themselves. So in his 13 year of life, he began to find out that his mom was a mermaid, and he saw his abilities manifest themselves. And it was during situations of heightened tension because your abilities trigger from your adrenal glands. Think of adrenochrome. They always scared the child to get the adrenochrome to be at its potent level because of your adrenal glands. or
Yeah.
your abilities manifest from your adrenal glands. So that's why it happens during situations of tension for the first time. So Ches Starbuck is the star of the 13th year he played the mermaid. Starbucks has the mermaid logo, the siren. And the CEO of Starbucks is married to George Lucas. The force is about to awaken.
The force is about to awaken. I just can't. I just
It's about to
mic
get bigger.
drop. I just, I just, holy shit. Holy shit. This is unbelievable. So, people, if you don't feel good after this show, I don't know what can make you feel good. Wow. We have questions too. We're going on 3 hours too. Do you have anything to keep go? Do you want to keep?
Oh,
Do you have
we gotta finish this. We gotta finish this before we end. Otherwise, I'm
Okay.
leaving it on a cliffhanger.
All
Well,
right.
I'm trying to wrap it
We have
up quick.
questions. And then we have
Okay.
questions. Okay.
Okay, I'm trying to wrap it up quick.
It's
So,
okay. We're
okay.
good.
So Starbuck it was the character in Battlestar Galactica. Battlestar Galactica again represents the army of machines that is going to shut down, right? So she played
Mm-hmm.
Starbuck in the movie or the show. She also goes on to star in The Flash because the great solar flash is going to trigger the heroes and the army of machines is going to shut down all on the great and terrible day of the Lord. In Starbuck, again, the mermaid logo, and Ches Starbuck played the mermaid in the 13th year. So Battlestar Galactica stars Nikki Klein, who is the wife of Allison Mack. 5-5, watch California, watch New York, Allison Mack, the star of Smallville, on the drop for 5-5. Find the bridge. So the song for Smallville, when a meteor shower comes to Earth and gives the townspeople supernatural ability, is Save Me. We are about to be saved. Nikki Klein was the star of Saved with Macaulay Culkin. Did Kevin set his alarm for Christmas morning? We're about to be saved and Richie Rich. Seventh Heaven was released on Macaulay Culkin's birthday, again telling us full circle. We are about to be saved and unlock heaven. Get ready for Christmas in July. It is time to be saved. So Battlestar Galactica stars Tricia Helfer as the Machine, who was born on April 11th. 11/4 equals 0 day. Prepare for cyber and power attacks on 11/4. A year ahead of schedule, we had the CrowdStrike outage on July 19th, representing 0 day, 1 year, 17 days after the death of Dr. Doom. Julian McMahon, get ready for 0 day, July 19th. It's Doomsday. 1 year, 17 days after the 88th year anniversary of Amelia Earhart's vanishing, and the CIA Army of Machines is going to shut down. So it all connects us back to these bloodline descendants. We're going to be descendants of these Titan gods, live in our DNA. And so that's why it represents the alien invasion and the return of God at the same time. Wow. So here's where it gets blown wide open. Ready for it?
You keep on saying that and then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
Because we're going to unlock a key here that I think everybody's going to be very excited to unlock.
Woo-hoo! Keep going. Okay.
So the Army of Machines is going to be shut down on 0 day, which is confirmed by Robert Patrick, who's born on the birthday of Vivian Leigh and Famke Jensen, November 5th. Remember the 5th of November. They will be gone with the wind. Who created the Terminator? James Cameron. JC, Jesus Christ. John Connery, Jesus Christ, JC. It's always JC. James Cameron created the Terminator about the Army of Machines. He then goes on to create Avatar. Get ready to open Pandora's box.
Mm-hmm.
Get ready to explore a whole new world, right?
Yep.
So Atlantis Atlantis is known as Little Atlas. And Atlantis was right between the pillars of Hercules. Ready for the lost city of Atlantis? Atlanteans breathe underwater.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
I
ready to
love it.
are you ready to find out where your bloodline comes from? Because it's either time to levitate, it's time to run, it's time for telekinesis, it's time to breathe underwater, and after you learn what your ability is, it is time to explore and learn the truth about the lost city of Atlantis, the Greek Empire, and explore the lands beyond the ice wall.
I love it.
And today is 5,571 days from the release of Game of Thrones. And Game of Thrones, Sean Bean told us winter is coming. And Sean Bean played Odysseus. And the Odyssey was released on July 17th. Get ready for the Trojan horse. Sean Bean played Zeus in Percy Jackson, where Percy Jackson finds out that he is the son of Poseidon and that he can control water. And his companion is Alexander Daddario, who's featured in Radioactive, stars in San Andreas, where Golden Gate Bridge is destroyed, and stars in Radioactive. So get ready for it to be radioactive. And she stars in Baywatch. So watch The Bay. The day after the birthday of David Hasselhoff, watch The Bay. Trying to make the Super Bowl look like a puppy show. The fun will begin directly after. Logan Lerman, who played Percy Jackson, was born January 19th, National Popcorn Day. Is your popcorn ready, demigods? It was the day the TikTok was banned. Tick-tock on the clock. The countdown is about to end. Get ready for your bloodline inheritance.
Oh, woohoo! I love it. Oh my. No words.
And Clash.
No words.
And Clash of the Titans, which was also about Perseus, starred Sam Worthington. Sam means God is listening. Worthy, you're about to be deemed worthy. God has been listening. And you are about to be deemed worthy on Judgment Day, which is why his birthday is the same day as the birthday of Edward Furlong, star of Terminator 2, Judgment Day. It is time to be deemed worthy 3,033 days after the release of The Titan.
Holy shit, girl.
In the Marvel Universe, Titans are an offshoot alien race known as Eternals. And Thanos was the biggest, most famous Titan of them all. And he snaps his fingers and the population vanish. And Spider-Man vanished on Titan. And Spider-Man was played by Tom Holland, whose birthday is 48 days from tomorrow. It is time to enter into the multiverse of madness on the birthday of Benedict Cumberbatch, Doctor Strange. And they have a new Spider-Man movie being released July 31st, where Spider-Man starts transitioning into Venom, and his DNA cannot be controlled, and he finds Mark Ruffalo and says, "Is there a way to turn off the bad parts of my DNA?" So DNA manipulation is front and center in the new Spider-Man. And Spider-Man was bitten by a radioactive spider. And Alexander Daddario told you it's going to be radioactive. And in the song, it specifically says, "I'm waking up to ash and dust." Get ready for the phoenix to rise from the ashes of doomsday. And the FIFA World Cup is headlined by Coldplay. Coldplay sings Yellow. Yellow skies are a byproduct of the nuclear grand finale, the sun that is going to heal our disease, and a volcano eruption. Yesterday was the birthday of Kelly Riley, star of Yellowstone. Get ready for the grand finale. An empire is about to fall. And his other song, Coldplay's other song, is Fix You, which is in all of the ERs and Grey's Anatomy and all those shows about healing. Are you ready to be fixed? Are you ready to be healed? His wife was Gwyneth Paltrow, star of Avengers Endgame and Infinity War, where Thanos snaps his fingers. Get ready to release the heroes. Tonight is 470 days from the birthday of Dr. Doom himself, Robert Downey Jr., whose birthday is April 4th, 4-4, the Rapture, Doomsday, the Comet Maps Flyby, and the birthday of Heath Ledger. Get ready for a dark night to remember. Welcome to Doomsday. Robert Downey Jr. dies in Endgame, representing of Q Drop 44 in the 7th trumpet. And he snaps his fingers at the end, and instead of the righteous vanishing, the wicked vanish. So Titan is the target of NASA's upcoming Dragonfly mission. Not a space agency. They always tell you. Follow the bloodlines. Follow the bloodlines. God's empire is about to be released. We are the Titans. And
wow.
Papa Trumpo must be watching, because he just said it's time to open the gates of hell on these bitches. He just posted that an hour ago.
Oh, Papa Trumpo, you watching us?
Right?
I love it. I love it. Oh my Lord. Oh my. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. I just, wow. We're gonna have to watch this 100 times.
So in this one call, we've uncovered the alien invasion, we've covered the Great Awakening, we've covered the Titans, and now we've opened the gates to the lost city of Atlantis. I mean, how much can you cover in one show?
God, do you sleep? Do you sleep, Trader Girl? I mean, just your mind just keep going and going and going and going. Because I like, my brain is full. I can't even talk. I just like, it's too much information.
Cannot compute.
Cannot compute. Too much
Cannot
information.
compute.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, so with that, so Katherine Heigl is the star of The Ugly Truth.
Mm-hmm.
And in The Ugly Truth, she stars in it with Eric Winter and Gerard Butler, because The Ugly Truth is going to be biblical. Gerard Butler dresses in an ape costume and says, now that is the ugly truth. It sounds like evolution to me, and that is the ugly truth. Dressed in an ape costume, surrounded by apes. Evolution is the ugly truth, because Darwinism is a lie. And 17 months after the birthday of Charles Darwin and Josh Brolin, we are about to evolve, and the world is about to find out that we did not evolve from apes. The apes are about to wise up and take down the empire. Get ready for the rise of the Planet of the Apes. Why did he star in the movie with Katherine Heigl? Because she is a member of LDS who founded Zion in America, and we are saving Israel for last. And she was the star of Roswell. Get ready for the alien invasion. It's going to be biblical. The ugly truth is evolution, the truth about evolution, and it's in our DNA. Welcome to God's empire. And her love interest was Eric Winter, who was born on July 17th. They thought it was coming yesterday. Ammunition spent. It comes today. Winter is finally here. And yesterday was the birthday of Donald Sutherland. President Snow. Winter is here, and today is the birthday of Kristen Bell, star of Frozen. Winter is here. And Sean Bean, who said winter is coming, played Zeus in Percy Jackson. This is the end.
Oh my God. I just can't. No more info. I can't. Just can't. Wow.
So So let's answer those questions because I know they've been waiting a while.
Oh, okay, okay. Here we go. Well, one of them, thank you, Sandra. One of them is about Erica Kirk and J.D. Vance and Taylor Swift dad. I don't even know if you know this. Taylor Swift's dad is Anton Levy, and her mother is his wife. I don't know about Erica Kirk and J.D. Vance. Do you know about that?
So Erica Kirk is an actor. She doesn't exist. She is a character of Operation Mockingbird. Charlie Kirk, his shooting marked 11/3. His exit was also part of the movie. He is perfectly fine. It was part of the movie. K equals 11, C equals 3. He marked 11/3 on September 10th, 23 years, 11 months, and 30 days after the September 11th attacks in 2001. 23 years, 11 months, and 30 days. 11/3 equals ascension. Our DNA is going to unlock from 23 chromosomes to 36. September 10th, his assassination was the release of Saved Me by Remy Zero. Get ready to be saved. A week to
Hallelujah.
remember, a week to remember the shot heard around the world. So he was an actor and his role was done in the movie. He was a marker for what happens next. Get ready for Ascension. JD Vance is also an actor. He's wearing a mask. They are all playing a role to get us to the grand finale, and JD Vance is about to be up next at the seventh trumpet as President 48. Taylor Swift is a clone of Zaina Levy. She is a persona designed. How do you get 14 million people to worship Satan? You make her the most famous pop star in the world. She is a clone of the daughter of the Church of Satan's founder, Anton Levy.
Yep.
Anton Levy's death, October 29th, is the death of Terry Garr, star of Close Encounters of a Third Kind and Friends. Friends equals End, the alien invasion. Get ready for Doomsday, because Avengers Doomsday is released on the birthday of Steven Spielberg, director of Close Encounters and E.T. So the alien invasion destroys Satan's empire because it gives us our power back. Welcome to God's kingdom.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Marka, yes to all of the above, honey. Yes to all of the above. It's more of a personal question. She wanted to know if everyone was star seeds and ADHD. Yes, everyone's a star seed. But star seed is just lingo. There's no really any lingo. Star seed, warrior of God, they're just terms. Everyone is a warrior of God. And yes, those are autistic, ADHD, ADD. They're all star seeds as well. But insert your label. You can call yourself a star seed, a warrior of God, a light warrior. It's more about lingo, but yes to all of the above.
So
Yes.
there's the three big gods, Poseidon, Hades, and Zeus. Then there's Kronos, and then there's the 12 original gods. All of us are bloodlined inheritance to these gods. So when you're looking for your traits, you want to look at what the traits they had was, right? Because that's where our bloodline inheritance is coming from. So they all slept with each other, and so on and so off. Down the tree it goes. And so to find out where we are in our DNA is to find out what they were capable of. And they already foreshadowed what they were capable of with all of these movies and TV shows and Operation Mockingbird. But this is where we are getting ready for the great finale. So it's all within you. But if you look at your traits, you can see if you have an M on your hand. If you have an M on your hand, it means you're a mutant. Now, if you don't have bad blood now, then your ability after ascension should manifest itself. But what ability that is all depends on who you are related to, who you are a descendant of. Now, just because you don't have an M on your hand doesn't mean that you're not a mutant. It just means you come from a different bloodline. So there were Atlanteans, like I said, there were Titans, there were all these different beings. We just have to find out where we belong because we came from somewhere and we're about to find out where.
Amen. Amen. Then we got thank you, ARW. Here's part one. Part one. Tomorrow the World Cup and tomorrow the World Cup, and that would mean Trump gave FIFA speech 2 days ahead of schedule. The fun will begin after the Super Bowl. And then he says, part two, while the millions and millions are watching, are we gonna have an alien invasion? AI, CGI, or in other words, illusion.
I would not be surprised if they do a simulated alien invasion to bring on the actual alien invasion, which is us. But that's all theatrics. That's up to the narrative. We're going to see how that's. We've already seen it being on a much smaller scale, right? Because today's 71 days from when Trump released the UFO files. And since then, we've had 17 earthquakes that hit Area 51. We've had sightings, and now you have James Franco in the news talking about how he had an alien in his backyard. Why is James Franco talking about how he
Yeah,
had an alien in his backyard?
the
Because
weird videos.
James Franco was the star of This Is the End about the rapture. That's why he has an alien in his backyard. He's telling you this is the end. Get ready for the rapture. And he stars in it. He
God.
stars in it with Jonah Hill, star of Don't Look Up, about the comet. So get ready for the comet to cause the rapture and to be beamed up, because this is the end. 48 days after the birthday of Tom Holland, who was beamed up in Avengers Infinity War, who said, have you ever seen that movie, Alien? And that movie, Alien, was released 47 years ago. It's time to release the aliens.
My God. I will listen. You must have every superpower, because you're gonna have every superpower because you already have superpowers. You already do. I mean, Trader Girl. This show was, of all the shows. Okay, I didn't think. Okay, you always never cease to amaze me. But of all the shows, holy moly. Holy moly, this was the most epic of the epic of the epic. You're already superhuman. We know you have good blood. Your mind is just on another level. Another level. First of all, thank you for choosing my show to like reveal all this. I feel so honored and privileged, and just thank you. I can't even speak. Like, seriously, like, God bless your mind, because my mind is like, I'm ready to just go, because I literally can't even think straight right now. I just have to digest this. I don't know about you. So do you have any like final words or anything that you want to say before we end the show? We've gone over 3 hours now.
Yeah. Well, with Aldous
I'm going to give you
Huxley
the
and A
big
Brave
stage.
New World, with Aldous Huxley and A Brave New World and Stanley Kubrick all being tied together with the moon's destruction and Michael Jackson and the moonwalk, just remember Aleister Crowley said, "What is a moonchild?" Or not, what is a moonchild? He released the book Moonchild. And Q said, what is a moonchild? Think werewolves. Werewolves defeat vampires. Vampires vanish in the sunlight. Vampires drink adrenochrome. The elite are going to vanish because they're the vampires of the story that drink adrenochrome. So that makes us the werewolves. We're going to transform with the moon, just like a werewolf does, right? So think of Transformers, dark side of the moon. Right? So they're always telling us. So Seth Green, star of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, played Oz the werewolf. Buffy was about the chosen one. Isaac Cappy told us about Seth Green and his connection to pedophilia and child trafficking. Get ready to enter Oz. It's time to transform with the moon. Comet ping pong. Shall we play a game once more? The comet causes ascension. Comet ping pong got us down the rabbit hole to learn the truth about what was happening with the children with Pizzagate. But it's the comet that's going to trigger ascension. Get ready to enter Oz. Seth Green's birthday is February 8th. Make the Super Bowl look like a puppy show. It's time to transform with the moon and destroy the New World Order. confirmed by the birthday of Taylor Lautner, who played the werewolf in Twilight, who's born on February 9th, Super Bowl 2025, when Kendrick Lamar sang DNA and the words "Game Over" appeared in the stands. It is time to transform with the moon like a werewolf. It is time for game over.
Mic drop.
So
I love you. You are amazing.
Let's end it with one of your readings to close out the show.
Oh, you think I could do a reading after that?
Yeah.
Seriously? I have absolutely no energy. I'll pick 3 cards. That's all I can do. I'm just like, seriously, my mind is so blown. Do you have a specific question?
No, you take your pick.
Okay, I'm just going to pull 3 cards because, folks, my energy is low because my mind, I've been literally trying to keep focus of everything that Trader Girl is saying, and I don't know how she does it. I'm exhausted.
You need a nap after awakening to all these deep rabbit holes.
I do. All right, I'm going to pick 3 cards. Okay, here we go. Holy Mother, Father, God, in the name of Yeshua the Christ. Any last words to end the show? Anything that you would like? People that are watching live or in the chat. What say you, Holy Spirit of God, in the name of Yeshua? Yeah, I'm just going to do very basic because I don't have the energy to do a full reading. My mind is mush. I don't know how you do this, honey. You have like Supergirl brain. You have super brain. Holy moly. Okay. Okay, you can't make this up. Just reiterating the judgment card. Here we go.
Welcome to Judgment.
I'm going to make me big and you small just so we can see the card. Okay. So we got the judgment card. So we're on the precipice. The judgment card is all about everything coming out into the light, out with the old, in with the new, and God's final judgment, right? What does it say about the judgment in the Bible? God's final judgment. Everything's coming down. And the trumpet. Trump is one of the 7 trumpets, right, Trader Girl? There's the trumpet. Yep. So just confirming that we're at Judgment Day. Okay, here we go. 4 of Cups. Again, we got this at the beginning. If you guys remember at the beginning, this is confirming the reading at the beginning. This fell out, which is the 4 of Cups. I know that we're listless. I know we're tired. We're weary. We're apathetic. We're done. But we're at Judgment Day. And we also got the judgment at that I did a reading before the show. Remember, I showed it at the beginning, and here are the cards again. This is just confirming it. Here we go again. 4 Cups is big surprise, big surprise. And we have a surprise coming. And look at the water. Watch the water. He's holding fish. And the 4 Cups is all about surprise. I'll pick 5. Page of Wands, good news coming. Page of Wands is all about good news and new. Page is new and nascent. We've got good news coming. 2 pages. Pages are messengers, new nascent messages. Page of Cups, big surprise. Page of Wands, big good news coming. And this news is all about, it's going to spark us in a whole new direction. We're going to feel so happy and enthusiastic about the news. All right. And because this is done. El Diablo is gone. And I think this is reiterating that the suicide weekend, we're upon it because these people are going down. So, folks, the last 5 cards. Judgment Day is coming. Keep the faith, even though you're tired and weary and apathetic. God has major surprises, good news, and one is that the bastards, El Diablo, the demons, the cabal is done. They're going down.
And Judgment Day is here. Yep. And it's going down. I'm yelling timber. You better move. And she sings the song with Pitbull, and Pitbull sings Fireball. So get ready because it's going down by a fireball. And in Top Gun Maverick, TikTok is on the clock. Literally. And Kesha was born on the same day as the birthday of Jensen Ackles. So it's going to be supernatural. After the comet is going down, you better move.
I love it. It's going down. I'm calling timber.
So thank you for
Wow.
having me. This was so much fun, and
Oh
I hope the
my God.
audience loved
Thank
it.
you for coming on. You are, to say that you are amazing is an understatement. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for this text. This was such a surprise, amazing show. Thank you so, so much. I am in awe of you. I'm going to have to watch this three or four times. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Trader Girl, thank you so much for this. You are doing God's work. I mean, so many of us that were watching felt like shit. We were so depressed. And now I am on top of the world. We are there, folks. So thank you so much for coming on. Thank you.
I am right there with you. I pray every day for the healing for my daughter, for my son, for the world. I am so ready for us to put all of the hardships of our past behind us and the baggage that we have kept from everything that we have gone through over the past decade and just enter into a brave new world. It is time. It is time to let go of the past on the birthday of Kristen Bell. And even if nothing happens tonight, you know what? We still know the end game. So it's just about finding the right equation. And I hope you enjoyed my music at the beginning of this call. Like I said, it's on Amazon and all those other channels, Spotify, Apple, iTunes, all of that. So that is all about the Great Awakening. And hopefully you guys can enjoy that too. So have a good night, everyone. And it's been fun, Lady D, as always.
Yes. So that's exactly what she said. Even if something doesn't happen tonight, we are so close. We're on the precipice. So don't get discouraged and check out TraderGirlQ. Her Linktree is underneath the description of this show. Check her out on Spotify and get her music. It's amazing. Thank you so much, Trader Girl. Thank you,
And
everyone in the chat. Go ahead,
and
like,
I
share, and
and
subscribe. Go ahead, honey.
I also put all of my big D codes on Patreon because they like to hide them on X. So I also put them on Patreon. So if you're on Patreon, come find me on Patreon, and then my videos on Rumble too. So thanks again, and have a good night, everyone.
Bye,
Hopefully, a really
everybody.
good night.
Like anyone can sleep. I know I won't. All right.
Right.
Bye, everybody. Love you. Thank you, Trader Girl. Love you. Good night.